party of bringing a mic into the political arena. Even the corporate old mass media couldn't hide all the people FEMA let die during Katrina. A perfect opportunity for development of new regulations, giving Blackwater paramilitary a new station. In the event of another emergency in our nation, they started raping the Constitution. The sad part is, nobody cares enough to do shit. You fucking sheeple are useless. Genesis is the story of life scientists. Psychology, malicious, murder, bloody on the beat. What's new? Just a different angle.
Oh yeah, there's my thing for YouTube. Right there.
People dying on the streets while their pockets getting fat. And you know they're getting paid while they're spending the latest coin. Overpopulated land never meant for your territory. Ignoring all the rape and murder in the history.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, this is a special Truth Hurts broadcast coming at you because we're going to bring you Beer Tube. We're making the world look a little bit better one beer at a time. Anyway, today I have everyone's face is covered up there with a browser window because fuck, they're ugly. But anyway, we got the usual crew minus a guy that we didn't talk to last time because, well, he's ugly. How you doing there, Freedom Force?
Hello.
And
it's a
of course,
pleasure to be on the show, greeted by two fine gentlemen such as yourself.
where are they? Where'd they go? They set up the lights
Yeah.
here? It's too bright.
They stepped out.
But yes, and we're also here with my friend Gematria Database, aka oh geez, there's 15 names. But
Wisecraft,
Conspiracy, Fear Porn Propaganda, Keith, Steve.
Yep. You pick.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much how it rolls. So, okay. What are we doing here? We are, well, introducing ourselves. First off, all right there, Double F. Why don't you go first?
Freedom Force,
Me?
I'm based out of Toronto, and I usually do
I'm not. He's
music
Double F.
content, and it's usually spontaneous improvisation, typically of a experimental nature. And I also have produced a series on YouTube called Freedom Force Talk Squad with host John Keeler, and give it a choice. Don't subscribe. Watch one video maybe, but it's there. That's it.
Don't worry. I saved everybody the trouble of actually looking at you because I was trying to fucking close my shit and I couldn't do it. So don't worry. There you go. Take it in, people. Take it in.
One.
Got more wrinkles than wow. I don't want to
why I
say
use
it.
a
I don't
high
want to
definition
say it
camera
because
so
I'm
people
actually
see
trying to
how-
I'm trying to sell to this particular target
How
demographic.
happy I
So,
look.
but hey, nah, man, Jesus Christ. You know, it's funny though. It was like 20 years ago, around 20 years ago ish that we met, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It hasn't been that long.
Almost. Well, 15.
No, it can't have been that long.
Wow, no, what was it?
Like 8 or 9
2006,
years, maybe.
2006, 2007. I moved here in 2011.
like
I'd known
14,
you for 2 or 3 years by the time I moved.
Yeah, I guess I did live in that.
No,
other
wait, no,
place
about a
quite
year.
while.
Nah, it's bullshit. No, it's about a year. I met you in 2010.
Was it 2010?
Yeah, that's when I lived in that place.
When did you move out of Toronto?
About 2 months after that.
2 months after that, eh? Where did you move
Yeah.
immediately after that?
Just on the other side of the bridge, basically, down by Carlaw.
Oh shit!
Yeah, down in Greektown. Ate me a lot
Honestly,
of chicken.
I like this part of town a lot better.
And
right
lamb.
Now. In the West End. West End is where it's at.
How'd you guys meet?
Backyard.
Just drinking beer, looking across a couple yards at each other, like, oh crap, that guy looks like a degenerate. He'll probably talk to me. I haven't talked to anyone in a long time.
Nice. And buds were born.
Friendship was born.
Well, you know what? It hadn't really kind of sunk in yet though until we went out bar hopping, and it was
Robert
just
looked a lot different.
It was weird. It was a weird night
was a little
because
different.
it was like the slow
It was
night at
because
most
you had short
places.
hair, and you're just drinking beer and you're ripped and you look like a
Just
normal guy.
and it's like,
Yeah.
there's another bar up here. And it's like 5 blocks away, but really in reality, it's 10 drunken blocks away. So it's like, you get there, it's like last call was called 5 minutes ago, but the broad feels sorry for you. So it's like, all right, yeah.
All right.
And she's counting the cash. She doesn't want to serve you. Like, fuck, okay. You're lucky I stopped on a whole number, But no, it was an interesting night because it was a really slow night. But I think for both of us, it was the only night we could get out or some stupid thing. It was like, or the only night we'd have money for like 3 weeks. Some crazy kind of
Nice.
thing like that. But yeah, I mean, it was a weird time.
Yeah, I
It was a weird
think at
time.
the time when I met you, I was working for a consulting company. I was just in starting college there, and
I
we
vaguely remember you fucking punching through
project
code.
guy.
I
He was like,
vaguely remember you punching through code, working on active PHP.
it was what I was doing was ASP.NET, dude.
ASP,
And
that was it. Ah, shit. Ugh.
C#
Oh, that made me fucking almost.
ASP.NET.
I puked in my mouth a little bit when you said that.
Yeah. I didn't know what the F I was doing at the time.
I don't know what the fuck you were doing either. Like, that was crazy.
I was making a safety test.
Why the fuck are you shoved all the way
No,
down there?
like,
Did
you
that
could take wind
narcissist like
tests and
shove you
shit.
down in the fucking Brady Bunch game here? You got shoved down there, Gematria.
They had so basically there's women's test, right? And if you have to get your certification, and truck drivers have to get the
Damaging.
certification, and to do that, they have to go into like the agency and stuff, right? It's a lot of work.
There
and
we go.
we
Songs
had it
that we're
so
singing,
design a
make it
website to do that
happy.
for you. It was just a very simple test, multiple choice type thing.
Yeah, I remember it was. I thought it was cool though because it was a lot like the active PHP stuff that my boss wouldn't let me do because to set it up we had to buy stuff, but he's Croatian, so no, we can do it for nothing. Okay.
Oh man, I just needed a job for the summer. I didn't want to go back to that 200-degree call center in this downtown core of Toronto with Bay and Dundas. If I had to go back there again, I would be like 30 years older at this time.
Jesus, imagine that.
It's a time machine.
But see, but back then though, we were at the right age. Like we could walk from one side, like from like Scarborough all the way to Oakville, and be like, might have to do a little blow on the way, but still, like, I mean, we get there.
Fucking past Mississauga and everything. Oh my god.
We get there. No, but we get there like for 6 a.m. Like, all right, time to have another beer. Like,
I've never been on an adventure that crazy, but
no, I'm just saying we could have done it
on the train and woke up on the completely other side of town because I'd like been so.
I did that last Thursday. No, I did do that in Toronto.
Kennedy fucking snooze fest one time, and I had to get off.
Oh god. For anybody who's tragically listening to this,
I just took Blue Night travel back.
In Toronto, there's a popular commercial. It's probably in every city that has a subway, but anyway, this guy falls asleep, hammered, and he just goes around, does laps around the city, like passed out at late at night. But anyway, the thing is, though, at least he didn't die. Like,
no, it was the point.
Well, it was an anti-drinking and driving fucking campaign that was going on. It was Mothers Against Dickhead Drivers.
Scariest like ads for that type of stuff. Maybe we should watch some of the old like
I think they should bring back some of those. Like just kids are fucking around doing drugs and shit. A guy comes in, just shoots them in the head, and it's like, don't do drugs. And like,
video games cause violence. Those are good ones.
Yeah, a guy comes in, just shoots them in the head and leaves. Don't play violent video games.
Wow, that's a scare campaign right there.
I think we're onto something, man. That's some serious class.
There's some deep content out there for that.
Yeah. Like that's some person. That's some PSA right there. That's PSA awards.
Like slave states or something.
We don't have time for slave states. We could do it for nothing. I don't know why he sounds more Russian. It doesn't sound very Croatian at all, actually. But whatever.
I don't know what Croatians sound like.
Well, you don't say
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
with
tell a
you.
Serbian that it sounds
No,
Serbian.
either.
You don't. Yeah, you don't ever nix. You don't ever no. Even though you came from the same fucking landmass. I said it. Sorry, guys.
I don't know. There's other
Hey,
stuff.
it's kind of like a German, a French guy, and a British guy walk into a bar. It's like they're all Finnish.
They've only slaughtered each other for generations.
But they're all Finnish. They're like
Get over it, bro. It's supposed
Pre-
to hug each other and love each other now.
pre-Germania is Finland. They're all from Finland. They're all Finns.
All Finns?
They're all
Dolphins.
They're all orphans. Oh God.
So I
I
want to let you
don't
know
have enough.
that
I don't have enough beer
Oh,
to make me
Lord.
drunk
my
enough
app on
to
my phone,
give a
the
shit.
beer tube doesn't work.
What?
I'm having a hard time. Is there a beer tube app?
Beer tube app. I hope so. Eventually. Look at that. See what I can do. Look what I can do. I could just change my camera view,
audio
just
doesn't
janky
play.
like that, and cover up fucking Gematria's face.
That if I can't.
So how's things in the mailroom today, there, Keith?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Any big shipments? What do you ask a guy?
You climb out of your girlfriend's closet and have to avoid her parents on the way down the stairs out the door.
Jesus.
He just comes over.
I
to
said basement.
He's like, my girlfriend has better
Oh, Lord.
me. And this is the internet. It's actually, yeah, the internet's fine, I guess.
That would be like a funny, like a Rip Van Winkle kind of a episode, like.
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
on
I
the
like
internet.
little PSAs. They're fun to watch. There's a lot of really bad ones out there that are. They should bring, like you said, they should bring some of them back. Why not?
The eggs one
Yeah.
was effective.
scared
You
me
know,
into-
like, this is your
work on
brain.
YouTube.
This is your brain on drugs. Like, you need to
That was a
do
good
more
one.
drugs.
I like the one with the robot jumping through the gears.
Oh yeah.
that
That wasn't drugs or anything. That was like play safe. That was that whole play safe
safe,
campaign. Like don't fucking crawl
Don't
up
do fun
hydro
shit. Don't
wires.
jump over ramps with your friends on your bicycle and fucking.
Don't jump off buildings. Don't go near rebar.
Didn't see
Construction
that one.
sites.
There's a lot of good ones out there, actually. One of my favorite PSAs is one this lady goes in this bathroom in the gas station and pulls this jug of chemical off the top shelf, and of course the lid's not on it, and she pours it all over her face, and then she's like, the metal music starts, and she's like pulling these paper towels in her face, and like her skin's coming off and shit. It's like a Canadian one, of course.
Sounds awesome.
What? That sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Ever see that show Wilfred
music
with the
starts, like,
dog? The dog in the dog suit. Fucking that's
Weird.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a weird
He's like,
movie. It's a weird show.
yeah, when I was a little boy, I was in a sack with there's 8 of us, dumped in a river, clawed and fought my way through there. It was only me that survived. It was awesome.
Did we ever manage to test the actual sharing or no?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Here.
It works for you?
Well,
You're sharing right now, aren't you?
well, I
Oh
was
yeah, I
sharing.
don't see it on
I
the.
turned it off temporarily, or did I?
Okay.
No, I did turn it off.
Well,
But I will share.
there's something on this my screen.
Check it out.
Well, I'm sharing my whole fucking monitor like in a janky way. Like anything that's on there is on there, but for you guys so you can hear everything, like we had already set it up.
I guess I'm not seeing that because I'm not watching the stream. I'm watching my own call.
Well, that's what a narcissist does, you fucking asshole. Sorry, did I say that with my outside voice? Oh, come on! You gotta give me a guitar stab for that one.
He put it away.
Man. You got me there.
Retarded. You figure that was even a good move. All right. So you got that. So you guys can see that. All right. I'm just.
I would like to see the old PSA with the look up the hold on. What the heck, Stanley on like a video.
What the pooper hooch? What?
What the heck, Stanley?
What the heck, Stanley?
It's like a video game PSA.
Hey, I catch on to things late. Like I just learned like a few months ago who Karen was. Like, but lately there's a thing that's been going around. It's that whole the two guys yelling back and forth across a fucking distance.
I'll
Like,
just drop it in
hey,
chat.
what's your name? It's like Tony. It's like, fuck you, Tony. Do you know the one I'm talking about, or what? I don't know if it's Tony. I can't remember the fucking name. I'm bad with names as it is. First, it came up with Tony.
I don't know, man.
But it's like, oh, what's your name? It's like,
oh yeah. This is it. The pro gamer move one. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
We have a chat.
That's your chat.
Oh.
DM him. He DM'd you probably.
It's only a minute long. I mean, I think it's entertaining.
So are most things that are all right.
do you remember the one like I think it's been spoofed a lot of times that it was like about cigarettes and like where the dad was asking, son, where'd you learn how to smoke or whatever, and he goes, I learned it from you. I learned it from watching you.
Oh, that's when they started laying on the guilt trips. No, that's when they had everybody at home on fucking lithium, and they're like just like sitting there living in their heads with these fucking commercials blaring at them. Without the fucking without the willpower to fucking change the fucking channel.
That whole fucking era was a fog.
The whole era was a fog for a lot of people.
Trailers and it just being this weird.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Time
it's like, Mom, what do I do? It's like, I don't know. I've been high for 30 years.
Go play.
Go play.
Go out and play.
I got raised up in, and that place is like just overrun with bikers, and the management doesn't take care of anything.
Oh fuck. Hey, by the way, I'm not trying to poke fun at anything. It's like, it was a weird time period. The baby boomers had a reputation. Well, we had ours. That's all I gotta say. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
There's some dirt bike fucking parks and shit. It was a sick place. It's about to grow up. We had a lake. We had a river, multiple rivers. It was up Akashi Lake. It was
nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. I had some rivers around me growing up. Got to do like
dirt bike.
Yeah. I know what that's like, man.
Like
in Hamilton, we had the Red Hill Valley, and we had a lot of rivers. Like,
too.
Oh, actually, the Red Hill Valley goes all the way right up through Oakville into Toronto. In fact, I bet you a few people jumped off of that thing by one of the bridges there. You know, over Bridgeport.
And I can't wait for them to update the satellite photography up there if they ever do.
I can't wait for them to sew up that one patch of fence that they just missed
over the Canadian landscape.
They've got like 1,300 fucking square feet of fucking fencing along there, and they got this one spot that's a hole. It's like it's been there for 10 years.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It was there the last time I passed by. You always look at that hole like, well, that's the one. And I love the sign, no jumping. And then 5 feet away from it, if you fear that somebody is going to commit suicide, please call. Not if you're going to think it, but if you know anyone.
If you feel somebody else is, yeah.
Yeah.
Every single bridge now has suicide notices on it. Little orange.
Well, don't they have fences? Like ours are like don't even have access to jump.
Suicide hotline, so we can inform you that don't worry, government property. We'll put you away for 48 hours.
I'm surprised they're not on sidewalks in Ontario.
Don't your bridges have fences?
No, only like.
Oh wow, all of ours have.
The Don Valley one does, but like if you want to jump the Gardner Expressway, you're pretty much free to do that anywhere.
There's one in Auburn that doesn't. That's like where you have to hike to.
Yeah. Gardner Expressway.
It goes over the river,
About the
like in the American River.
In the West End, where I live, the train bridge. If you were to jump off the train bridge, you would not survive. It's like one of the largest bridges
Mm.
in Toronto.
Oh yeah, is that the one going over the was it Bridgeport? Is that what's not Bridgeport?
Islington train yard there.
Oh, Islington train. Oh, that one. Oh, that's down by where we
I
live.
live near that. Walking over that thing is a fucking.
Oh,
You know, it's
Jesus.
the hill.
If
both
you're
ways.
walking straight and looking down while
Wow.
you're walking, you get vertigo. You easily get vertigo.
Yeah.
Like looking over the
I
edge
would.
while walking. Ooh, it's
Taking photos is
It's
kind of
hella high. It sounds hella high.
get a good telephoto on and zoom in on the city at different times, and you get a lot of compression, and it's really nice.
It's a great place to lose a stolen car too. Not that I know
I'm
anything
sure
about
there's
that.
a lot of dead bodies out
Did you
there.
lose a car on that bridge?
There's what? Get out.
Oh my god!
No, I'm talking about the chasm.
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, there's some stories. There's stories. That's all I gotta say.
People going off the bridges
Ah, jeez. No.
or off the bridge
Now there's some
with their
bridges that are
car.
just smaller, right? And like, if you had a large enough vehicle and enough like speed and momentum, you could possibly clear these edges, right? It's not like a real barricade or like a suicide dragnet.
Why leave that fucking hole? It's like, you know, they try going over it, but they use like it's like wire.
Throw
It's,
him in the pit, boys.
it's like 8-gauge
He's fat
wire.
again.
It's like 8-gauge wire, but where the hole is, they try going over it with like nylon. It's so
It's
bad.
funny.
It's so bad because, like I said, it's like fucking like it's a good kilometer. Like I would say about 800 meters to a kilometer, about a mile and a bit. Again, just going across this chasm. It's just a big fucking gorge, and it just goes all the way to Hamilton. Actually, technically, that's kind of the escarpment line that breaks off into that river there, which used to be a river, I guess.
I moved to Hamilton for like a month or 2 months once.
Well, at least you got out. That's like skimming the surface of a black hole, like because you're just at the event horizon, but you're just fast enough that you don't get stuck in it, and if you run fast enough over quicksand, that kind of thing.
I imagine.
Yeah, that's what Sacramento is. It's that's a black hole. You get totally stuck here.
Regina was like that for me, and like fuck, I got stuck in Regina for 3 months. They said it's a place that rhymes with fun. I'm like, ha ha ha, say that again, I'll punch you in the chin.
I actually went to like the biggest hippie university in like Canada at the time. It was like University of Guelph, and at that time it was like they were like #1 university. You know why they rate them like #1 university? Because they want you to go to their government indoctrination programs.
Oh, see, Regina's a little bit kind of evil like that too, because like when I got there, like there was just enough to keep me going, like for sustenance, for accommodation, gas, and beer, cigarettes, that kind of thing. And I was just like, it's just enough, not enough to leave. No, it was
just enough to keep you there,
enough to keep me going. And it's like, God, I'm gonna have to start giving things up if I want to leave. Like I literally sold my TV. I had a flat screen TV. I sold it for gas money to get to fucking Edmonton. I swear to God. And but it was crazy. Like the people there are so bloody nice. They were so good to me. They were so warm. I hate them because it was impossible. It made me feel guilty for leaving. Like when I left, I was like, I was like living in my truck. I was like, I'm homeless and I feel bad for leaving you guys. I'm moving on to better pastures. No, I was traveling across the country and I decided to turn around and go back when I got stuck in Regina. I was like, so I'm going back to Edmonton.
I would never stop somebody from moving on from this shithole.
Oh man, I'm glad you got out, but I mean, you didn't get out too far. You just kind of got out, like, oh, I'll just have a rest right here. Ooh, that was a close one. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm still like stuck.
You still smell Hamilton.
That's like me. I was born in Auburn, and I only migrated like 80 miles away.
Yeah.
What makes it tolerable is that it's a suburb, and I can go to like a famous like bakery and a famous like meat market. It's like locally sourced stuff. So like,
right.
It just
Well,
happens
hey,
to be like right down the street.
but bless their souls. I mean, there's people that I knew that I grew up with that haven't left the block that they grew up on. Like, I mean, in a weird way, like we don't live in a world where that's even possible. But Hamilton, well, nobody goes there. Like they tried to gentrify it 5 times, it didn't work. I think they called the fucking the Tycat state. What is it? I think they called it like the Orville Redden fucking again or something. I don't know.
They did a good job depressing the property values and then selling a bunch
But
of shitty.
they also did like a bait and switch on the public. They're like, yeah, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be over here. It's gonna be great. We're gonna rebuild the old Iverwin Stadium. It's gonna be awesome. And it's like, psych. It's gonna be like 3 blocks over. We're gonna tear the whole thing down. That's gonna be a parking lot, and we're just gonna seat like 10,000 people less.
Now that everything is crazy.
I mean, and forget about the whole heritage building thing. That's not important. Yeah.
Heritage building stuff that's going
they
away.
call it the Tim Horton Station or
You know what those
Tim
are called now?
Hortons
Those are called biohazards.
Stadium or something.
Those are called condemned buildings. You know that in the UK they've already got a motion in London to do that. So like they're like, you know, this building is too expensive to like upgrade to a standard where they can sterilize the air, or like if it's designed in a certain way that's not in spec of the way the contractors want to do it. Then they say like, oh well, we got to condemn the building. It's considered like a biologically condemned thing, and it's all.
I'm trying to click on the fucking window here. Yeah.
CB.
You know, everyone just saw me do that. That's fucking hilarious.
And I just scares me that they would be able to do that here, because that would be their way of destroying like the suburb and getting the condos up.
You can't destroy the suburbs. They're already made of garbage.
Not the life though.
It's fucking landfill already. Like you're already living on a fucking. Like, wow, it gets really ripe around this time of year. Yeah, because you're sitting on top of fucking stuff that's like probably didn't want to come into chemical contact with other things.
Funny thing I see is I see these photo groups right on Facebook, and they're always like, look at this beautiful photo of Toronto, right? And it's from like Humber Park. So you see the skyline in the Toronto CN Tower, of course, and like the little island in the way, the big nice oak tree and shit.
Yeah.
There's always like these concrete blocks just sitting on the beach, like with iron rods sticking out of them, like a fucking dystopian bullshit novel.
Fuck.
Because all of those parks are made out of trash. They're all fucking landfills.
Well, hey, I've got a conspiracy theory for you. I got a conspiracy theory. Because, like, they're spending a lot of money on research to find, like, they realize that, like, in terms of surface area, they get small, tiny little things that like to eat plastic. Well, guess what? You can cover a lot of surface area with a lot of small little assholes, right? Mm-hmm. So they're looking at all kinds of bacteria that can actually survive off of certain types of plastics. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to get these things, made. And of course, they have a life cycle. They're going to breed. They're going to be hungry for plastic. What if they don't stop? Okay, the oceans are clean now. That's good. It's good. Okay, fantastic. All right. Okay, good. Okay, wrap it up. That's good. Okay. No, whoa. Easy now. And it's just what they're gonna get.
They just keep going.
Yeah, they're just gonna get. No. You started this friggin' this ball in motion, and it's like they're gonna eat all the plastic and then all the petroleum. They're gonna go deeper. They're gonna sink in and get the methane pits. They're gonna get into the oil sands, and like anything that has any petroleum molecules whatsoever is gonna be eaten by these damn things. And then we'll be Mars. See, that's what happened to them.
But they just ran out of plastic.
Yeah.
And everything that was connected to plastic.
No, they had too much plastic, and their plastic eating bacteria,
ate everything.
And because all the people had ingested a lot of plastic over the a couple centuries, that they were part plastic.
Probably
too, so
ate
they
them
got
too.
Eaten. Yeah, well, only half eaten. They were only interested in part of it.
Right. So there's probably
But on that weird note,
remains.
So what are we doing here tonight? We're well, first off,
idea, I said let's watch something funny, a PSA, and then we decided to talk about
yeah, I
plastics.
did
in
get
the
that message you sent me because what the fuck did you
Yeah,
send?
I sent you the PSA about video games cause violence. It's really, really good, very short.
Where did you send it to?
It's in the chat.
In what chat?
Cloud 42 chat.
Okay, Cloud 42 chat. I don't have it open. Do I know I have to? It doesn't want me to leave the call. Stay in the call. Where the fuck is it? I don't see it. Is it because I'm sharing my window? I sound like an old person. Is it good?
Where is it?
Is it
I'm
good?
gonna
I'm
put it up
doing
on my
this.
screen just to like
Where is it?
own him
The
right
left
now.
button? Here's the left. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on, Sonny.
I hit the fucking button, pal. Like
Wrong
5
one.
times.
Fuck, that's the wrong one too. This is bullshit. It changed.
Okay. Oh, you've changed.
Good one. There's the link. I pushed the thing in the corner.
What the fuck?
Up here in the top right corner. You push this little like
Do I
drop
look like
down.
fucking
list
Chris
thingy.
Angel? I can't fucking see that.
It's your website. Why don't you make giant buttons that retards can push? I mean,
Well, I'm watching the
Oh.
video, and I don't know. I'm hitting the wrong fucking shit as I go anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm stupid as fuck.
you push it and then you get there's my link.
Stop being retard.
To the, I'm sorry, I'm snappy. I
Snappy
say
McSnapperson.
things. I say things without thinking, and then it's too late already.
No, I had to see. I got it now. I think. No. What the fuck is not there? No, I'm not joining it twice. No, I don't want to join it twice. Oh, you fuck off. You were playing with my nerves. I thought you were sending it in the fucking the Facebook style chat. Knob end. What chat does he have visible that I don't have visible?
Cloud 42. It's your app, bro. That's where
Are
we're
you on another tab? Like,
No, I'm just in the regular screen. Look at the link at the top. It's the RYTI4 yuck. It's a call.
Don't see what you're looking at. I honestly don't. If I'm grid view, see if I see anything.
Can you send it in a DM?
Then
Can you DM him?
No, I mean, I see what you're showing to me, but it's fucking mirrored. It mirrors it, and so I can't read it. And secondly,
so it's backwards.
I want to click on it. Send it to me in a fucking chat. I'll just open another window. I don't mean to fucking swear so fucking much, but fucking fuck.
Going on.
Fuck.
I have some serious glitching going on. What is that triangle?
I knew it. You're the Illuminati.
Camera got
No, but it's an isosceles triangle, stupid.
That was a right angle triangle. Don't.
Fuck. You're an isosceles.
Right away. Discord.
See, this is a definition of good help being hard to find.
Why am I sharing that? I don't even know what window that's open on, to tell you the truth. That's how fucked up I am.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. Just cover up that guy's face with my face. I got 2 of me on there now. This is how we fucking roll.
That's how we roll.
My face is all blown. See, like I like the look of the DSL.
So freaking slow.
Hey, that's an insult to slow people.
That's true. We should cancel.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Thanks for the warning. Anyway, I don't even know if people can hear us or what, but I'm pretty sure it's all working out. See, it's when I say things like that, though, that I know.
Tell you the truth.
What?
had an issue seeing it earlier.
You had an issue. Who? What?
Whether or not we're live or not is a mystery to me.
Oh, it's absolutely live. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, and we're also on BeerTube.
Amazing.
Yeah, here. I'll get you
You're
all
a
the
hero,
links.
baby.
Oh, look at
Why
this.
don't you,
I'm doing a
I couldn't see it though.
show.
My notifications are on. I didn't actually unsubscribe from you. I was joking. I usually see your
Did you
stuff pop up.
did you get the apps and shit for like the desktop? There's a desktop app for Cloud 42. There's also you know what? I'm talking in riddles and fucking tongues like I'm just talking to you. I'm talking to the rest of the people. What we're talking about, everybody else. I want to be inclusive here. So why don't I include the rest of you? I mean, that's the whole point for listening, right? Anyway, I'll probably, I don't know, I probably won't do anything because I'm lazy as fuck. But you know what? I had every intention of totally cutting all of that out so you didn't have to hear it. But I didn't do it. But I digress. What was I talking about?
Cut this out in post.
What?
We'll cut this out in post.
No, we won't. It's already out there. It's gonna be live. There'll be another version to compare it to. And then it'll be in the fucking, and then I'll be an asshole for like cutting out some of it because it'll be found out because the Wayback Machine always
You're not
fucking
even
catches
online
you.
on Discord. How can I send you the link when you're online?
Well, I mean, people have to give a shit about you though before you're on the Wayback Machine. Like you're not on the Wayback Machine if like you're just like, you know, fucking
I heard about
Joe the gardener from up the street. It's like, yeah, his fucking Joe the gardener thing in the local classified ads isn't going to be like on the internet on the Wayback Machine. Like, no.
Welcome back to episode 3 of DIY Truth Hurts with Robert
That's me.
and myself, Freedom Force.
Freedom Farce in the house. That was rude of me. I'm sorry.
GD here.
That was rude.
and Gematria database and or Wisecraft.
There you go. I found the stream finally, so I can tell
You
you.
found it.
Sounds like it's working to me, and people
Yeah?
are actually looking. So there you go.
Are people listening?
We're good to go. Let's see if we can load up that video. If you can, if you get the link.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, send that over to me using, okay, I want you to watch, now that you have the stream up, watch what I do. There's going to be a bit of a delay. I'm going to go to the corner here and go, wow. And well, I'm not going to go that. It doesn't make any noise either. So that was totally me.
They got to make more noises when you do things on computers. It's got to be like annoying.
They got to
Like,
make
doot, doot,
fucking
doot, doot.
absurd noises, but not too annoying. Because I mean, that'll get annoying. You want to shoot your computer after a while.
Yeah, honestly, I think turn sounds off immediately. I already do.
No, it's only funny when it's you doing it though.
Clicking is enough sound for me. That's enough tactile feedback for me to.
All right, so now you're probably seeing that I've gone down here, and I've made myself online. I could also do this here, set my status and stuff. Oh, what is this? People are asking because they're so interested. Well, this is Cloud 42. That's my online status. Okay, so anyway, I don't know why it's not changing. This is a great sales pitch. Well, it says I'm online.
Cloud 42 is brought to you by Echelon Publishers Group.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. God.
If you need me to do voice infomercials, I'm up.
Well, I got a bit coming up. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to
Gotta write
spoil it.
part out first.
I'll tell you about it after. I'll tell you off the air what I'm working on. It's actually, I kind of need your help. I forgot that you had music instrument
I have phrasing
devices.
Talents.
No, I need music instrument devices for this, and you're gonna love this idea.
I
You're
can
gonna
help with that too.
fucking. You're gonna love the idea.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny as fuck. I've already got a lot of it done, but the other bits I need to do. But we can probably do it together. In fact, there's another open source. This is a great segue. There's another open source tool called Jammin, something along those lines, where I think you can jam with musical instruments and shit. But anyway, it's basically a low latency peer-to-peer system that lets you fucking like jam out with your bros.
Well, you know what? I saw this little thing before where you click on the screen and it plays notes, and other people are joining in from all around the world, and they're like playing
Was this
different
1994?
stuff. And it's all it was done in like Web 3.0
Did you
or something.
click on a WAV file?
No, it was way like it more advanced than that, man.
IFF?
It was just like it was very quantized sounding though, so it was all
No,
very
IFF was around before WAV.
in timing and in tune for sure.
Fucking computer trolls.
It's a good site though. Place to waste time anyway.
Yeah. That's fucking
You need to
hilarious.
watch that PSA. It's important to learn at things like this on a daily basis.
Yeah, did you get that link yet?
I sent it to like 2
Oh
places.
fuck! I haven't even looked. I'm fucking.
Guys,
What the fuck?
got the memory of a fucking goldfish.
Did you send it where I told you to send it? Where'd you send it?
I have a worse memory, so I can't
Gematria
talk. but
database sent you a private
At least
message,
I'm not
something like-
in command.
Who did you send it to?
It's bad enough when I try to do my own streams, man. I'm always like,
Like
which fucking
I
stream?
don't have any chat here that has anything in it. Like, just you fucking guys here.
Battery's gonna die soon, so
Oh,
I'll probably have to change it.
hang on a second here. Fucking know where the fuck it is. Like, what chat? What chat did you leave it in? Is it a chat base?
I
Send
left
me a
it in
link to the
Discord.
fucking chat. Send me a
I
link
left
to
in
it.
Discord. Do you want it in Messenger too? I can send it to Messenger.
No, invite me in Cloud 42. I'll get the notification. Or you send it to Tebrion.
Invite you to
Aren't you already in Cloud
on
42?
YouTube? What? I don't understand.
The goddamn thing that we're fucking conferencing in.
No, I'm just gonna fucking tag you in the
Well, tag
message.
me. I'll get the notification, but it has to have the link in it. Or
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know how to
leave.
tag you.
Or I'm leaving. That's it. I'm gonna take my computer and go home.
Wow, I'm sorry. I had to do my computer had to do the call and get the response.
Fuck my life.
All right, let's get this going. Here's the link.
Oh, this is
Hopefully,
fucking
it'll
hard to
take you and you
find.
get to open up this chat that you mysteriously can't get to.
This one. The one that's fucking flying open and closed. It's on the right hand side. Open
Yeah,
the
man.
fucking thing.
Best chat ever. That chat.
My contact list is empty.
That's not a bad thing. More people.
Just
more
like my
problems.
soul.
It's like my heart. It's completely empty.
More like my
I
wallet.
have no time for anyone.
I see it.
She wants me to leave. I'm already fucking
Share
talking
that
to
shit.
him. Right down here. Fuckers.
I see it. It's you click that thing on the top.
Add contact.
The little
This thing here, there's a little thing, the little widget on the very right hand side is a little tiny arrow pointing to the left in the middle, about halfway up the screen, and then you click over it, and it opens up into a panel, and then you go hover over online. Then you got
no, not that one. Close that one.
a second here. I'm gonna add a motherfucker. It's what's your username there, Freedom Force?
My username. Freedom Force. Pretty sure.
Freedom Force jamming is his name.
Yeah. I was hoping to do more music stuff. Stay
that's
away
really
from
fucking-
like trying to say words. I'm not very good at words.
No,
Better just like
I think you're somewhere
playing a
else.
music
You're not where
instrument.
I am. Not on the same
At
page
least
here,
I
son.
admit I'm a stupid person.
God damn it.
I need to have it spelled out for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
Okay,
sharing.
so I see what's going on. Close this window that you have on the right, and then you'll see above where it says leave call, the little grid view thing, and then there's like little 3 dots, and then right next to that, there's like a little thing with like 3 bars with a
Like a
with a
scroll.
human person kind of thing.
Looks like
Click that.
this
Yeah.
icons.
Oh,
iconographs.
Yeah, they changed the way this works. Huh, that's good. Actually, it's better.
He knows how to use the chat now. All right. Didn't you make this
Yay.
fucking platform?
Have you ever sucked a dick you didn't like?
Okay, so now you got the link.
Oh, you want? It's a YouTube link.
Oh, I don't know where else to
That
find it.
defeats the
Man.
fucking purpose of the goddamn fucking peer two whole.
It's not like anybody owns the rights.
All
to
right,
it.
we're gonna start off with a YouTube link and show you how professional data miners go about their business. Jesus Christ, you're fucking inspirational as a fucking
Where am I supposed
goddamn
to take
root
you?
canal.
One of those Chinese sites.
Fucking yeah.
There's no other site
I
to
couldn't
go
be
to.
demonetized anymore, so fuck, why not?
Why not?
We don't just cover slave labor. We are slave laborers.
Yeah, when you become actually a YouTube employee, you become their like slave. If you immediately lose their like monetization program if you leave for too long.
Jesus Christ! Hang on a second. Wait. What iRobot shit did I just? Oh, it's gone.
Shut down your pay.
I thought. Oh, it changes every time. All right.
Did you know that 9 out of 10 kids play video games?
You can just do stuff years in advance.
Could you guys hear that?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Maybe I should turn the stream on here so I can.
Well,
check.
hang on. I'm gonna share the screen, and I kind of have to share the screen, I think. But also, you have to shut the fuck up because I have to route the music into your channel.
It's working actually.
I'm not playing, so you're not.
I know, but it's working on the stream.
Oh, it did work?
Yeah,
but
it's playing
no.
video.
But did you hear it though when I played it back?
I heard the video, not in real life, but I heard it
in real life. I need you to hear it in real time so we can react to it in real time. I don't want you on reacting to a delay.
We all have to watch the stream. That's the only way to do it. I have an earbud I can put in.
Because I'm all right.
I won! Radical! I won! We're from Gamer Mill! We're from Gamer Mill! We're from Gamer Mill! We're from Gamer Mill!
But did you also know that video games
I thought you'd enjoy it.
cause violence?
No! We're the Hex family! It's time to play. For real. No!
Fucking
Stop your children from playing video games
Pissed
today.
Now that's a pro gamer move.
Before it's too late.
Kissy face.
Now that's a pro gamer move. He's even got like action hero lines or villain
And a
lines.
fucking damn fucking full bladder, bro. Like that's a lot of fucking pee for a little man like that.
Drinking Mountain Dew all day, bro.
It's fucking. That's a lot of Mountain Dew. I was gonna say. Like,
I like that he got radicalized by a Russian game of Tetris and then bashed his friend's head in with an actual literal brick. There's some kind of poetic justice to that.
It's very symbolic, actually. I have to say.
It's very symbolic.
Yeah,
and the cherry on top is the piss at the end. If it didn't have that,
no, it's not just the piss at the end. They cut away and they cut back to it. They cut back to the piss a second time. It's like he's still pissing
after the beatdown.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Blood spray and everything.
Oh yeah, no, it's such old school video too. Like, so it's like it's got to be like 640 by like 700, some weird aspect ratio, and you get the fucking glare of the piss just fucking bouncing off, and that's very retro punk. Like that's what happens, bitch.
Sure.
But you know what though? That was a different time. It was a different time back then because like damn, it's like, yeah, you know what? I may or may not know somebody that could have happened to.
But over Tetris of all things, that was crazy.
Probably over something even stupider.
Radicalized by video games for violence, but like definitely got some violent.
Well, that I mean, it's more like the Mortal Kombat. Like that was
I mean,
more like realistic in a sense, like versus Tetris. Like at least there was blood and stuff in the game and stuff like that. That
yeah,
was violence.
extra.
Whereas Tetris was just blocks
Like if
falling
showed
on
that,
there
imagine
and
if that
turning.
was like the
Stupid.
case in
Freedom
Congress.
Force, you're gonna have to turn yourself up a little bit. You're
Still.
starting to trail back a little bit in terms of volume.
Oh, is there something wrong?
I think maybe you're pulling back from the mic as you go. You're getting
Oh,
tired.
maybe.
And I'm just saying, you're just going quieter. And then, of course, Gematria there, he will speak over you every chance that he gets. So just, you got to be on guard. You got to be forward on that mic and stop him just before he gets that fucking next couple words in. He gets the lead on that fucking sentence, you're done. You're done.
It's tough, actually, broadcasting, especially with satellite feed style.
Killing me.
Robin stuff never really... it takes practice to actually get used to and do effectively. I just jump in whenever.
Yeah. Well, that's why, we don't have a studio that we can do this together because like we get a lot of punches in the face and stuff, and be all physical and
Well, it's easier.
Damn it! You sit over there, motherfucker.
Because and it's funnier because you can't like murder me. Video it. I'm in Toronto. What are you gonna do? Come to hell to come get me?
Dude, you're on your own, bro. Hey, I left for the mountains in 2011.
Yeah, my pile of shit for hours.
Dude, it takes you a day and a half just to get out of fucking Ontario. Like get around up through to Manitoba. That stretch is like the longest part of it. It takes like 3 days to get through there, and it's like 2 days to get the rest of the way.
You really have to remind me.
Like Manitoba, Saskatchewan, fucking Alberta, and then BC. That's like 2.5 days tops. The rest of it is like.
Were you in like a car the whole time?
No, it's because it goes up and around the Great Lakes, right? It goes, again, Owen Sound, and it goes, it wraps up and around, and it goes up to the north, and whips back around again, like Superior, and it goes up and around there, and it just follows
the terrain. Actually, it's all very like rocky, high scale cliff sides and stuff. And
yeah, we got a place like that. It's called Forest Hill.
Dynamited areas and stuff up around Thunder Bay. And
buses don't go there, but you can't. There are a lot of places like that up there. Oh, absolutely, it's fucking gorgeous up there. It's some of the best in the country. Like, I mean, BC is awesome, but there's some great spots up by Owen Sound, and you go further north and to the Shield. Oh, it's just amazing. Like, I always loved. What the fuck do you call it? I'm getting old, eh? Can't think of goddamn names of places. Just north of Quebec there. What do you call it?
Labrador?
No. It's a big native area. No, north of Quebec. Not to the right and north. No, directly north.
The left?
Up into the woods, into the fucking woods.
The place where the big meteor hit.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! No, that's a little too far. That's again. You're not going north. You're going fucking west again, and then you're going north. No, I'm talking about.
You're not doing a very good job of explaining. Maybe
you can't fucking think of the name. God damn it!
Go to Google Maps and open it up, and then maybe the viewer can see what it is.
I don't know what letter to start with because I can't remember the fucking name.
Sorry, let's go to Echelon Publishers Group maps.
Let's go fucking find a map to your mom's house.
It's my house.
Oh wait, it's on every single bus seat and a Sharpie. It's on every bus already.
Tiny little house on a piece of land that's going to be flooded in like 5 to 10 years. It's wonderful.
What? I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
What, are you on an island?
On Newfoundland. There's like.
Oh yeah,
down
for
by
sure.
The shore, the wharf. But you know what? It's very like in like a bay from other.
That's weird.
Okay. I don't know. I've never traveled, so all of my information just comes from shit that I see.
So like, you know how Raw Island, Newfoundland's got all these like peninsulas that stick out. So like
geographically, at least.
And then another
I've never been there.
block its this one cove with a bunch of coves in here, and like they don't get a lot of oceany kind of water there, so that like there's not as much action at the wharf and stuff. You know, they can park. It's a lot better there than like out in the open Atlantic Ocean.
Jesus.
Is there any cryptid stories out there?
And what do you mean?
You know, like urban legend type.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't really like pay much attention to that, but they have interesting traditions out there. Like mummering is fun. You ever heard of mummering?
Yeah, I've mummered a few.
Yeah, mummering. You got to put like plastic bag on your head and like
Oh, you don't go looking for single mums? Okay.
dress up as like a woman, or a woman will dress up like a man and be unidentifiable.
Right.
And they will like speak with like an inverted voice tone. It's very satanic. So they'll like talk like that with like by breathing in.
Mhm.
And you go around to all your neighbors and they give you like alcohol and treats, and then you go home. It's just like trick or treating, but like a weird pagan satanic ritual.
Oh,
Sorry,
strange.
I do
I should
do-
know about that.
I-
I'm pagan.
I do
But,
actually
yeah,
have
that's
to
strange.
But it's like
apologize.
it's interesting. There's a lot of like housing that has pagan symbology on it. Actually, you find houses throughout a lot of the old coves and stuff where people live, probably from settlers over from Ireland and Scotland. There's like the settlers in Newfoundland. It's really interesting. You have a French area, you have Irish, you have Scottish, you have British, and well, all kinds of
They're all
areas.
Finnish.
And German everywhere, all in one little island, right? From Europe.
Okay.
Different English accents in those different areas all have different flavors to them and different sounds. It's very much like the UK, where you have different accents in different places.
I am.
But in Newfoundland,
retarded.
you have goofy accents that nobody understands unless you're from the bay, next to the bay. Where they speak that tongue, because some people there, I can't understand a lick of English that they say. And then other people, I'm like, oh yeah, you sound like a little bit like her. You know, I understand what she sounds like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Very cool island. Another thing about Newfoundland, a lot of people don't know, it's like on its side. It's geologically like tipped sideways. So you get all these different layers of Earth from different geological periods, and you get a whole record of just like hundreds of miles into the Earth.
Oh, man, that is awesome.
Very, very fascinating place. A lot of, actually, if you take geology, the number one place to go is there, because if you want to study the layers of the Earth,
Yeah, that makes
you want
sense.
to be in a place that you don't have to dig a hole, drill a hole, or go into the ocean. There's a lot of different ways to study layers of rock, but Newfoundland is the easiest way right now that we have.
You know, it's funny. I look at places like I've seen a lot of pictures of Newfoundland, and it just reminds me of the pictures I've seen of like Scotland and like Northern Ireland.
Sure, it's very rocky.
It's very rocky and very, very boisterous with the
Everything's
water.
sideways. So when you see like sheared rock, it's on like angle.
Yeah.
Very odd, like angular. It's like a top pulled sideways piece of earth.
Well, it's a lot of
Yeah.
it's a lot of crazy frenetic movement, though. No,
I wonder what catastrophe happened. What planet wiping catastrophe caused that to happen?
oh God, there's probably a long list of events that we could choose from. Just depends how far back you want to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was related to the Hudson Bay thing, actually.
It wouldn't surprise me.
What's
I mean, hey, I
what's
mean,
the Hudson Bay thing?
by Timmins, by Timmins. That's where the asteroid hit. Like, oh, that's where the nickel plant.
Oh
is.
yeah, yeah.
So you see how it's like a big circle? Yeah, it's like either the moon or like an asteroid impacted there, and that might be why Newfoundland is this fucked up thing that came up like if you were to take a crowbar and pry something, right? So you'd pry across Quebec.
You know what I heard somebody say?
And out of the earth That's
Right, and it
time.
lifted up.
It's like this,
I totally didn't make
rhythm.
this up, but it was a maritime shitting itself.
It's a geological miracle. They practice
Well,
strange things that I think mummering is like this weird,
aren't we all just fucking miracles at
very
the end of the day?
non-Christian activity for Newfoundland.
Is it a certain time of the year you do it?
Yeah, you do it at Christmas time.
Christmas, even. That's weird. Wow,
You do it.
this blows my mind.
Right
Like, so
around
it's
that
like Halloween on
way,
Christmas.
around Hanukkah time, around that week. One night though, they go out. Maybe it's Christmas Eve. And I remember doing it one time when I was visiting because they even have like a Santa Claus parade there in that little tiny cove, and it went through like the 3 little cove areas. We got like some fat guy who put on a red suit and marched through.
God, I'm so slow. I'm just like da 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 da. I'm just like building scenes while you talk. Like everyone's just looking at what's going on.
You're gonna be a great host. You just need
That's good. No, you're doing a great
you
job.
need
Fantastic. Keep going. Don't stop.
Wait, my camera needs to be switched out.
That's backwards.
Discord. Yes. No. Yeah.
It's just backwards to me.
I think that's the crazy one.
I'll use this as a chance to get a drink.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what we
Well,
all
Robert,
need. It's just
talking.
another one. Nope. Let's see here. Trending videos. There it is. Boom, bada, bing, bong. Or did I just grab the fucking wrong one? Yeah, I did. Where are we? OBS was little Firefox. Is that one? Nope, that's not it. Just trying to find. I think that's it. Is it? No. Fuck. I'll get it. I'll freaking get it. Yeah, the naming conventions of these windows aren't stacking up actually. What do you got here?
Well, you want to go if you go to instead of traffic, go to browser.
No. I mean in OBS.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. No, I'm talking
Shut
about
up.
actually in OBS. No, that's no, I did lose a window actually, but it's only because it tabbed over on me, didn't it? Yeah, motherfucker. No, that's the other one. Yeah, fucking son of a bitch. Mother humper. What in the? Do you guys still see me? Yeah, my camera's still on, so I know I'm on here somewhere.
Yeah, I can see you.
I think I minimized the window,
Yeah,
and it's not showing up. Or I'm just too
yeah.
retarded to find it because I'm running around here too quick. I'm stoned too, by the way. Buddy stopped by there to smoke some weed, and it's like, whoa, hey, all right, hey, perfect. I'm just gonna desensitize myself. I think I just got shit over top of other shit. Nope, that was not right. Weird.
What are we sharing with the world now?
No, your mom. See, once
Dirty
upon a
blanket
time,
that you
back
hide
in the
body
day
in
before the
behind
snowflakes came
green
in,
curtain there.
we used to be able to say mom jokes because we knew most of the time it had nothing to do with the mom. Well, until we got older, then it did. But, giggity. Okay, what we got here? Fucking. Weird. Okay, because now I'm actually in that window. I don't want to be in that window. That's kind of fucked up. But all right, so that is called a what now? A Truth Hurts DIY 3? Okay, that's what that's called. So we'll just bring one of those in. Exposit 2, Exposit 3. We'll change the properties on that son of a bitch. That one, say alrighty then. And all we're gonna do then is just kind of stick that in the corner or something. Doesn't really matter. Oh, hey, I said, fucking God damn you! It's like all just tabs and fucking toolbars and shit. I can do all the friggin' blocking. I didn't set all that up. I'm sorry, guys. I suck balls, but forget it. All right. Here, there's a picture of me just to offset the stupidness of that. Ooh. All right. Fantastic. So, remember we were talking about these PSAs?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't like that. I'm going to talk about something else now.
Yep.
Excuse me. But I was thinking, God dang it. There's that offensive YouTube thing that's been happening where people do stuff and like nobody really gives a shit. And it was offset with advertising, and it was questionable at best, but no one really seemed to care unless it got really weird. And then all the fucking monkeys started coming out, and the ad hoc companies came out, and then next thing you know, they're all fucking like, hey, can you fucking go on about my piece of shit for 3 minutes? I'll give you a few $1,000 for it. All right,
like
you know, like it's
every
happening all
single
over the
one
place.
now.
Sponsorship everywhere. I'm not saying a few good products aren't out there, but I mean
They gotta make
that's
money.
what drives that market. But then what happens once money gets involved? Well, you know what happens with politics, huh?
Well, the thing is, the lobbyists now are activists that lobby the corporations directly rather than going through government.
Well, no. You're
It's
partly
not like
right.
lobbying; it's like a
What?
public,
Okay,
ritual.
this is my opinion. You're partly right, but now the lobbyists are actually working for the corporations themselves directly. Like,
Well, they're trying to push the Overton window over enough so then they can make it a profitable thing. It's just all a money thing.
yeah,
They don't give
well,
a fuck about like all these things.
it goes a
At the
little
end of the day,
deeper.
it's gonna like it's not gonna be go woke, go broke. It's gonna or get woke, go
It's
broke.
not
They're gonna
about
be like making money off of it
listen.
at the end of the day.
George Soros doesn't give a fuck about money. What he cares about is changing the minds of generations of people, as a philanthropist does, you
I
know,
don't
because
know. I was
that's what
talking
they
about
do,
George Soros,
you
but
know. But I'm just saying, though, like funding these groups and letting the little pebbles
I just
roll down
mean
those hills, and just let them
pressure
roll into.
on social platforms, I guess.
Hmm?
Well, he also is a war gamer. He said that in one of his interviews that he's into basically setting up pieces of war scenarios to play out
Yeah.
and to
Well,
see how they play out and to bet against them.
nobody who calls himself a philanthropist is a philanthropist. I guarantee you that. Like, first and foremost, like it's just like hands down. That is
I don't know what
clearly,
kind of title that's supposed to be, really.
you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
remember,
It's
if they
generally
make
just like,
demonic entities, they do everything in opposites, right? So
yeah, exactly. Well,
it's
they have to
really like
balance it.
obvious when you know the tricks.
Well, you
That's
know,
why I don't watch anything. I just
And they
I
also,
see
well,
nothing but
they
like
also
horror
fund
imagery and stuff from like nearly everything I watch. So
their
amazing.
own like corporations, so they don't have to be taxed by them. Then they make money off of the non-taxing, so they could write it off. But those places are still
but
getting funded, even though they're not.
Thing I love is that they
let's look
spend
at the
on
ultimate line,
buying a
guys.
platform to remove the ads, and then they put ads in the videos themselves.
But let's look
And
at
they
the
double
ultimate
dip
sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice of all of that is our enjoyment of a thing, whatever that thing is. And like, it doesn't matter if the enjoyment comes from like disliking it or ragging on it or
They put
loving it
paywalls
so
on
much.
paywalls now, so if they could find another way to put a paywall that like add an advertisement layer that you couldn't get rid of without
Well, that's what I'm
subscribing,
saying is it leads to
generate
weakness.
more.
As soon as you like a thing, they can take that thing away. It's like, oh, you like that thing a lot, don't you? Well, guess what? You can't have it. And then they just take it. They did that to me with Star Wars, for fuck's sakes. I want my Star Wars back, Kathleen. I want my fucking Star
Well,
Wars
you
back.
know what? It's good for you in the long run, all right? Just fucking, you give up on your Star Wars.
She goes like, oh, we need strong women in Star Wars. And then they fired Gene Carano. It's like, look, you can't be happy. You just can't be fucking happy, can you, Kathleen? You just can't be fucking happy. You got fucking Star Wars. You can't just fucking have a smile and fuck off. No. Gotta be a fucking cunt. Yeah. Kathleen, cunt, Kennedy. Good thing there's a C in there to break up the K's. Or else that would be
Kennedy is a
racist.
33. Kennedy sums to 33.
Jesus Christ.
Just so you know.
Fucking Cthulhu fucking rises. Jesus crying out loud. Anyway, so this has been the longest. This is a longest hour and 27 minutes to roll into the topic.
This is just a test stream.
Intro.
No,
Long intro.
We've been live. This is on Twitch. This is on YouTube. This is on BeerTube first. Everything else is just an afterthought, making life a little bit better one beer at a time.
How about a beer tube? Everything else is just sloppy seconds.
It's absolutely true. Actually, I said that earlier today. Fuck, you read my mind. That's awesome. I literally just said that to my buddy.
Quantum tethering. That's some stupid word they made up in the science journal.
No, they made it up with
How about,
fucking. No,
come have a drink with your buddies on
You had to tether your horse. You had to tether your horse outside.
Here's an equation that says nothing.
Hey,
but these figures mean that, then it's
I
quantum.
Guarantee you'll be able to go within not too far. Anywhere here in Canada, you can go not too far. Maybe 100 miles at the most, to find a place where they still have a law for, like, where you actually have to have a tether for horses and facility to feed them. Because in a lot of like older cities, they have these laws that had to be observed and followed. They're bylaws, really, to be fair. But but they're still there. They just never got nixed. So they just kind of got, I haven't seen a horse in like 50 fucking years. But like, dude, if I roll up with a horse, it's like, I want to tether my horse. I ain't fucking standing by one of those green machines and fucking tapping away.
You don't want your horse running off and trampling people and stuff.
Oh, I'd be perfect. No, the horse is a good horse.
Yeah, I don't think they'd have to
people
worry
that are
about,
bad.
like, a legal situation. You just get on your horse and ride off.
See, this is where you and I live in a different world, son.
Sorry, Mary got kicked in the head, and now she drools out of the side of her mouth and has to be pushed and wiped for the rest of her days. But I'm on my horse now, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. See ya.
That's what I was like. As soon as I didn't have a vehicle for a while, and as soon as I got a vehicle, bam, I got up. I got a taste of it. I disappeared for like 4 days.
You could have hit and run.
No, I disappeared. Oh, I went traveling. No, I just went traveling through the mountains. Oh, fuck you guys. No, I went traveling. I come back 4 days later. I'm like, that was awesome. And then I just said, fuck it. I'm going to move into my truck. And then I just went across the country. Hey, it was awesome.
There it was.
But I also went all the way across Mexico. I did the same thing in Mexico. I've also been across Bulgaria. Same thing. From Sofia all the way to fucking Varna. Yeah. And also from north to south through England. So I've been across a few places.
All right. There's a question.
Not that far north to south. I about central down to the Southamptons, which were gorgeous at the time. But,
where was the cheapest place you stayed?
Like free?
I guess.
There's a long list of those, and I don't want to talk about some of them.
What was worst of the cheapest places?
Well, it involves a lot of bugs.
A lot of bugs. Like, were there bed bugs? Were there cockroaches? What kind of bugs did you have in this place?
Sure.
Spiders? Were there centipedes? Scorpions?
Like
name it all.
Like that scene in the Temple of Doom remember when what's her nuts has to fucking stick her hand in to fucking save Indy from getting
Oh,
snake
God,
in
yeah.
the short round? Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. Shit, the fucking walls were moving. The walls were moving. I have a phobia to this day from that fucking stay at this broad's house.
Did
It
you
was
acid
so.
when you were at this place?
Uh,
You did peyote while you're at this place. This place in Europe or in South America or in Central America?
What? Oh,
Was this
I was
place-
awesome there. I did get stung by a scorpion though. That sucked.
Did it sting you on your pee-pee?
No, he crawled in my shorts when I was swimming.
In your shorts? Fuck's sakes. Oh,
Wasn't
it
that
little
kind of a
tiny
scorpion?
one like that? Was it like one of these, or was it like
No, it
a
crawled
big
in my
one?
pocket. No, it crawled in the pocket of my shorts. I was wearing like
How big was it?
like cargo
And
shorts.
how
It was
big was it?
it was like 7 inches, like so it didn't pack a whole.
7 inches.
It was a big fucking
That's a
scorpion.
lot of fucking sting to
It's the
take.
tiny
Jesus
ones though. The tiny ones kill you though, because they have they pack a bigger punch. The tiny ones,
Really, eh?
yeah, they fucking kill you. I'm lucky I
You
didn't
know that about
die.
scorpions.
But I just got really stoned. I fucking stoned.
Did you ever do peyote when you were down there?
I was in Colombia actually. I was in Colombia when I got.
I didn't ask that.
No, I didn't do peyote.
You didn't do peyote?
No.
Did you do a lot of other things from Colombia while you were in Colombia?
They have a Coca-Cola factory that uses real cane sugar.
Real cane sugar? Nice. I hear that Coca-Cola runs the country there. Is that true?
It's Fanta, really.
Fanta? Fanta. It sounds like a real fantasy, you know?
No, actually, no. It's really true. It's like you have a grape or an orange Fanta. It's like it tastes like that Orange C Plus from like 1982 that went away because they started using the
No, I like
high
fizzy
dextrose
water. In
corn
fact, I
syrup.
have one. I'm gonna have one right now.
Yeah, that's a high dextrose corn syrup version. No cane sugar in there. And we'll tell you why next week.
Is this ASMR?
Yo mama. So, all right. I was
All right,
just
what's on
kinda-
the docket for tonight?
Well, I don't know. I was just gonna play some shit at random here now. I was thinking.
Host of the century.
Go to Discover so you have like more of an option.
I gotta fucking figure it. I gotta grab the fucking window. It's fucking sticking out of the fucking third monitor to the right. It's hilarious. All right. Is it the right one? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Full screen. Anyway, I watched some shit on here. There was a lot of trash. There's a lot of good stuff. You know what I find? I find it looks a lot like how it used to look when YouTube first started, and I didn't fucking pay any attention to it. It's like, wow, I could
Yeah,
pay.
I agree with that.
I could not
Yeah,
pay
I
attention to
feel
this
you,
just as much. Like,
yeah,
I'd like
it's
to
just, I don't
comment
know
about
how to
the
set up my
YouTube
list or
platform.
anything.
Just as a few points in order, or in order, I don't know. I'm just saying that because it's like a turn of phrase. But the comments I like to make about the BeerTube platform is immediately when I was signed on and I scrolled 2 pages down, I was greeted with a nipple and a picture of Hitler.
yeah,
You never see that on YouTube nowadays.
No,
Unless
no.
they were like
It's true.
they were doing some, I don't know, like
and
even
listen,
history videos are censored now. It's so
yeah.
fucking
And listen,
crazy.
there's some fucking degenerates out there making degenerate shit. Okay. But
Murdoch
you
Morons.
have the power to just not watch it. That's
They
the
have
way.
their own fucking website. You have to fucking go. Like they can't force you to fucking watch their
Yeah,
shit.
like I mean, like
Mhm.
even if it's
That's
there in
what they
front of
told
you,
them
you
to
could
do. They
just
told them to do that years ago. Go make your own platforms.
you
and
could
they
choose
did.
a block. You could
can
say,
have your
"Oh,
own
I don't
platform.
like that artist." Block them, right?
You
Done.
don't have to watch. You don't have to listen. You don't have to like buy. Like it's so
Yeah.
fucking cool.
I mean, like I
The
think they got to a
capitalist system actually
point.
does
I think they
discriminate,
got to a
and
point
it's a
where
real,
somehow.
like, not separatist like nightmare that we live in. Like
Hmm.
it's like just a pure transactional like an anarchist capitalist system. Like so much better than like what we've
Yeah.
got going now.
I think it got to a point, man,
Yeah.
where like it's like it was okay, like at one point, because it's like, okay, well, you know, we have to say this, but you don't have to like it and blah 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 blah. But now it's like, well, even if these people are just out there, whether they're not saying anything or anything, it's just like just existing and being out there in the cosmos with that fucking opinion. It's like they're gonna hunt you down. They're gonna find you. Like if it was something you did 3 years ago on Twitter, like they'll find
Well, I
it.
mean, they have people that are just
Oh, just hunting.
on
mean,
the edge fringe.
Well, it's
See-
completely
use it
unfair
for the
because,
purpose.
like, I mean, you know, people back in the day, they had followers, and now it's essentially those followers have been maneuvered into different realms and
Yeah, and you and I are
stuck
from the
into
same
different
era,
things.
man. We grew up
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
world where you'd follow somebody home and fucking kick the living shit out of them the second they walked out of the house. Like, you know, if it drove you to a point, like that's what I'm saying though. Like, if it drove you to a point, you'd go after it and just get it dealt with. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a bit extreme. I know what I'm saying, but like now it's just like they get these mobs of people together and they rally, and it's like it's
But
like
it's
I'm in
like,
a
isn't the
movie.
point to get a following, like to have the
Society now.
subscribers and everything, and then they're shutting down those people that have those mass subscribers? It doesn't make any sense,
It's
and then they're using the censor perception of it.
Yeah. It's literally as crazy as the first season of Black Mirror. When Black Mirror first came out, that first season, like, wow, this is groundbreaking shit. You know, it's like that's
Yeah.
old school now compared to Gina Carano getting fucking fired. You know what I mean?
Programming, dude.
Totally. And we're like so close to the real credit score system.
Oh,
When this stuff came out, I was just like, I was seeing not videos, but articles in like the newspapers about weird technologies and experiments they're doing.
yeah.
It's ongoing. You can't even keep up with the scientific level that we're at now.
Well, we got
No,
like
it's hard to keep
we
track
got
of
a
anything.
distorted
Can't
view
even
of it.
imagine fucking horrors that they've done.
We got a
I was
distorted
like,
view of China.
like 2018, I was like documenting everything from like all the way back to like 2013. And then by the time we got to 2019, everything got so fast. I was like behind, and I was like trying to catch up
Okay, I can't
because everything
resist.
was happening.
This thing says a terrible button.
It was just nuts.
Some of you
I don't know what this is. It says terrible button. Is it a fucking review? Is it
might
electronics
have
review?
seen these around your neighborhood.
Sanjay,
These have
anything?
gotten kind of an infamous reputation
Can you guys hear that?
lately for being like a network of
No.
police snitch
No? Okay,
devices.
hang on. I just have to open up a new channel. That's all. Hang on. There it is. And this. All right. I'm just gonna quickly hit play there so I can hear it.
Seems like a review.
I think it's a
This
review.
guy apparently bills himself as
Yeah,
the inventor
probably.
of putting a camera on things. That's
Our
kind of a red
story.
flag already. This kind of like
Love that they have
DIY
your setup.
closer
You'll hear it now.
kind of stuff has been around for as long as analog television cameras have been around.
don't.
Oh yeah, they're totally copying Apple's aesthetic as much as possible, right?
Yep.
Designed by Ring in California, assembled in China. I wonder how much security each sticker adds. If you install one of these, of course, your data security and privacy is completely up to them and whatever they choose to do with your data. I wonder what the QR code says. And apparently that includes sharing it with all the local police officers who want it and giving them a map with all the Ring cameras on it and then letting them automatically request footage from your cameras and that kind of thing. Now we apparently have to say hello. Bye. Like, it seems to have a kernel of something kind of okay and useful in it, but then it's been sort of processed through the whole, like, Silicon Valley idea meat grinder until it's acceptable to all the capital interests, and that's what we've got here. It's just got a circuit board right there in the front. I would never actually spend money on one of these, but I got this as sort of an unwanted gift, so it's an excuse to take it apart and poke around at it, see what the hardware and software might be useful for, or see if there's some way that we can subvert it interestingly. There's a little breakout board. It's a 6-sided
They're gonna subvert it.
star-shaped thing, which looks like a Torx with a bump in the center. I'm curious what this is about. Like, why are we putting a diode in parallel with the doorbell wiring? Oh no, I have a Ring-branded screwdriver. If your doorbell is digital, attach the diode. The 2 doorbell lugs here
That's a doorbell thing?
connect to groups of 3 pins. So 1 through 3 on J5.
The doorbell cam?
See that trace?
No. The diode's
And
put
this
in parallel
trace,
so that if it gets
1
tripped,
through 3
then
on
the diode will
J3.
sense the sensor system.
Is
I'm
this
the only one
supposed to
who
be
doesn't see it.
smiling
I
at me?
hear it, but I can't see it.
What?
Ah, it comes with a USB cable.
Let me try
Comes
refresh.
with a masonry bit.
Hang on. Are you not watching Cloud 42, like the conferencing software that we're using for video transmissions between us? You're not fucking watching it?
Who?
Oh,
Oh, he wasn't?
yeah. I just heard him say I
Okay.
can't watch it, I can't see it or something.
I could see it
Yeah.
and hear it. It's too loud though. It's louder than us, so it's like I can't hear
Oh,
you
is
when
it
you
too
talk.
loud? Oh, you had to say something. I'm not looking at OBS. I only got two monitors or two.
Yeah,
of
just just tweak
the
it down
phone.
just a little bit so we can
I
still
was
hear it, but
watching
we
it,
can hear
but
each other as well.
for me, it was stuck on the web browser window from earlier. It was like the frame froze.
Were you
Just so you
watching
know.
the stream or are you watching the live?
I'm watching Cloud 42.
Okay,
The
well
whole
then
Yeah,
time.
which
that
I
means
am
you
doing.
I haven't
that
seen
means
anything
you
the whole time.
that means you didn't click the grid thing then, because you can change, you control your own views what you see. Yes.
No,
Are you
but
on
you know
grid
what?
view right
All I
now?
saw was a frozen like web browser and two other pages. It was frozen.
Yeah,
for
maybe
me.
his screen froze.
Maybe you didn't get the feed then. Maybe you didn't get that. You should tell me that kind of shit.
Oh, I could listen to it. It's not
But
that
he got it
important. I
though.
don't think
You
the
were getting it,
visual,
right?
like, this
I
lady
was watching it.
driving this thing.
Yeah, so he was
that's
watching
It
it.
was where it,
exciting.
and it's interesting the way that the perspective that they had, where they said that they didn't even like want it. This is an unwanted thing, so I was gonna like check it out because of that. And what is it? Some sort of like
People are gonna
doorbell?
sign up for chips in their brains as soon as they get them.
Well, and I think that's what they're telling us with this, and which is interesting because just this random thing we looked at, it has conspiratorial elements to it, which is
Oh,
kind of
They're gonna
cool
sign
in
up
this
for
realm.
the computer in like
so
by
there's
2050.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
What is it though? Is it
Those
what is
phrases.
what are they what is this person
It looks like the same thing. It
like
looks like the
telling
fucking
us?
medical alert bracelet. Like I've fallen and I can't get up.
Probably is medical alert.
They said something about a doorbell.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. I mean, that's so they can get in, because you're dead.
Maybe it's a security system.
Oh,
that's
you mean
supposed
this
to,
is for
like,
those old
the
people
police when
that like
somebody breaks
Maybe, I don't
in.
know. It's just a terrible button. It looks like one of those buttons that they have multiple purposes. Like, I don't know, if you hold it fucking 3 seconds too long, it'll make toast for you or something. I don't know.
now this person seems to be very skeptical
Well,
about
it looks like a.
it.
I don't
Maybe
know.
a
Telling
little
us.
paranoid. It's probably just
Yeah, paranoid.
a product that
That's
their
what I'm saying.
landlord put in there so they wouldn't get their.
I'm not
fucking
paranoid. They're just out to
murder
get
in
me.
I didn't
mind.
want this, so I'm just gonna look through it.
The landlord put it there so they wouldn't get murdered, and they're just like,
I don't know what this thing is. It's a wire and a sensor and a. Read a book.
all right, get her back to the home.
So I'm gonna
Go
review
play in
this,
the
Okay,
sunshine.
Boomer.
and we're gonna take it apart.
I'm just wondering, is this thing? Yeah, okay. So this is fixed size.
Is this 27
You got-
minutes long?
You
How
got
can
it. You
fucking
got
make
it.
a video 27 minutes
No.
long
I
about this?
was looking at the window, see if it could change
A
aspect
tiny
ratio.
level. Well, I'll send this over to Diode Zone.
Diode Zone.
Oh yeah, and there was a second screw. So this kind of wedges
They
it
did not
against the
sponsor
top
this
of the
video.
slot.
Ring. Oh, it's that ring thing.
It's certainly possible
I've
this is
heard of that.
power only. This is the least satisfying doorbell button I have ever pressed. Isn't
Oh,
the
I
whole
know how
point
you
of this
feel,
thing to be a
sister.
button? As much as I'm not into the large-scale surveillance state or anything,
Why did
like
she go
as an
for a button?
individual, it's useful to have a way of like keeping an
enormous
eye on more space than
in front
just
of
what's right in
nowadays.
front of me. But I
They
don't
invented
want
that,
that
like,
going
in
out
the
to some random
70s.
company that I don't trust. So yeah, I've got just a bunch of random brands of IP cameras here
putting
that
up
don't
a doorbell.
necessarily have to be secure because they're isolated from the rest of the network and the rest of the internet.
Build the door
This is not
shut
working.
and dig a tunnel underneath it.
Jesus fucking Christ! I've seen people use
It's
drills
quite
and
possible that
screwdrivers
this
before.
metal is intended to bend a little bit, but that seems kind of weird.
You can't get this thing off.
I fucking took one of those things. They're
Okay.
high impact plastic. I took one of
I'm
those.
guessing, I mean, this looks like
the
the speaker down here.
Out,
Looks like a
stabbed
fairly
me in the
large speaker.
forehead, and
So I
fell
guess that's
out.
what the
And I
slot down
fucking
here
bled
was.
like a
It
fucking
was sort of a
stuck pig.
weather-resistant speaker outlet.
That's
What
why
is
you wear
that?
protective
Is that the IR
wear,
illuminator?
Robert.
It
I
looks
mean,
like
maybe
they
it's a light
repurposed
sensor
the
and the
word
IR LEDs are
Your
elsewhere,
mama
but
wears
also one could
protective
be the
gear.
IR LED. Yeah, these screws are fairly stiff. Like the plastic is holding them pretty tightly, and the screw heads are tiny and flimsy. So I wouldn't be surprised if stripping these is fairly common.
Yeah.
Oh, and these are definitely
You know
self-tapping
something about
tappers.
stripping a
Really
bag or
pointy
two.
self-tappers.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, a big old battery.
Ooh,
5,000 milliamp hours.
Play with those also.
Gosh.
only
Let's carefully disconnect
1,000.
that. It's the lifty kind, not the pull kind. All right.
Those are technical terms.
There are 3 stacked circuit boards that all
Lifty
look fairly
kind. Lifty
thick.
kind. Did
16
you see the cat?
pins. This
I'm
is
a
really
fan of
spared no
the-
expense,
the-
huh?
the-
Like
the
a
pull
flex
kind.
rigid assembly just for this. Everything on the box says that they invented the wireless camera, and everything's, you know,
hernia,
because they were
and I
such a
can't
super
miss.
genius.
There's the
and
cat
not because
again.
they got a pile of venture capital money. Yeah, lots of test points here. Oh, and this board's
Why'd
labeled
they just zoom in
2016.
on the cat?
Gosh.
That was
If you
weird.
came here for me to be nice to the Silicon Valley folks, I think you're on the wrong
Get
channel.
venture capital money
That's
and
a lot
come
more,
up with your brilliant ideas,
lot more electronics than I
Sandman.
was expecting in here. These
Instead
little
of taking apart
insulating
doorbells
washers are
and
kind of
putting
interesting,
videos on
right?
the
You think that
internet.
was an afterthought? Or did they just really need that routing space and they
good
figured
money
an
doing
extra
it. I
assembly
don't
step
know.
was worth it?
Might have like 200,000 subs.
Okay, let's
million
get the
subs or
wide view of
something.
all this stuff we just took apart. So here's the wall mount plate,
Tails
which I think I
channel.
can take
Sounds
the
like
sticker
Tails.
off.
I
Oh,
love
he's
It's got
got like
some
a
rubberized
setup
stuff
like
back
you,
here to
Rob.
help it stick onto the wall, which is interesting. I feel like every product I've had that has overmolded rubber deteriorates within a couple years, so I wonder if this just leaves like a greasy stain on the front of your house when you finally take it off. This back is indeed made of some fairly sturdy plastic. It's pretty
We just finally
thin, but
move out
it
tonight
feels
and
like
leave
it's
all your
like
furniture
glass filled or
behind.
something based on just how
leave
stiff it
all.
is.
Just leave
So,
it.
so you're supposed to
front,
put that in your
We're
house?
on
Got
the
these-
side of the anal swab that I have to
What's
receive.
that? Sorry.
So you're supposed to put that in your house?
Yeah, it's a wireless doorbell. It's the fucking rage these days. Yeah, you stick this fucking thing that can hack into your goddamn router. It's wirelessly connected, and like you
So
gotta
what
do
does it do that's so special?
It's a doorbell. It fucking
You
connects.
don't have
It
to put a
tells
wire.
you
You
that
don't have
people
to
are
drill
at
a
your
hole and
house.
put a wire through your wall and a little speaker.
Yeah,
So you,
this is so
you
you
don't
don't.
have to do that 5-second fucking job.
This
They
has to
invented this
fucking.
thing that will
Does it like
ruin your
ping you on your phone
No,
or
it
something?
goes
like that?
ding
Does it-
dong. I'm at your house, but it fucking connects to your fucking router. You gotta fucking get IPv6 fucking
This thing
support.
sends
and
me
fucking-
text messages on my
That's
phone.
the stupidest thing ever.
I know. Oh yeah, it'll send it. It'll also send voice messages or video
Why don't
video
people
clips.
just call people when they're at the door?
You know
like,
what?
hey, I'm at your door. You know, I mean,
Just
that's
like look
easier
through the
than a
windows, like,
fucking.
hey, bud, I'm
Wipe
fucking
your
here, eh?
phone
Plus,
and
most
use
people like
wireless.
live with each other, especially nowadays. Like, you know, separately. Like they live like together with roommates. And
Yeah.
So like, you need ding the door. Who's it for? Everybody goes to the door. No,
And if
That's
nobody
creep.
answers, nobody answers. That's it.
exactly. Like
Done
my
deal.
the doorbell hasn't worked in like forever.
Hey, and you
And,
know what?
like-
Sometimes people will knock on the door, and I'm just not expecting anyone, so I don't answer. It's just like I don't give a fuck. But hey, we have that luxury. We have that right as human beings. We have that right. Man,
Do we have the right to be left alone? I didn't,
oh, you
something
know
I
what?
never
As long as you have the right to be an asshole, yeah, I guess. Hey, if we're
I don't
about
want
freedom of
to
speech,
burn for this.
I guess you have to be free to be as fucked up as you are. Anyway, just what I'm saying. I hold you in high regard. That's why I'm ragging on you. I care about you.
I don't take it hard. I pretend to.
We're gonna tear down some fucking statues or something.
You only fuck with
I
your
already
friends.
ruined the statues in downtown. If you go to Queens Park, like
No, all the good ones were already taken. There's the one of some World War II guy. Anyway, fucking bronze it was. Like, just the outer was bronze plated, but it was a big fucking. It's like half a ton. Someone stole a forklift and took the guy's head off and fucking took it out of. It wasn't far from Vic Park. It was up by there.
They're just doing it in stealth now, so they don't have to like.
Oh no, they didn't do stealth. They took it. They put it on. I think they got
they
it
just
from
got a big
there.
rally
With,
roar and like
they
tear it
crashed. They
down,
crashed the
tear it
forklift.
down.
They took the forklift to a truck. I think they literally fucking knocked the forklift over, putting it in the truck.
Don't worry, if people don't remember history, they'll not possibly make the same mistakes that they couldn't have learned in the first place.
No, they did the exact right thing. They were like, "That's a fuckload of bronze." I think.
You know what? It might have been a money thing. You're right.
Like,
I know. I watched some channel where a guy like
it probably
he
wasn't
finds
bronze,
electronics
like bronze
and
paint. It was probably
wires.
trem
He has
clad
wire
number
stripping video where he
63.
does is talking over while wire stripping these fucking giant buckets of cable.
There's about as much bronze as there is muscle in my body. There's probably fucking trem clad number 68 fucking bronze. You paint your son's bike with it before he turns 8 years old, so he doesn't know. Dad, all the dreams I had, you shattered them. All right, let's see what else this thing can do. Not all right. Fuck that. So it's basically a disturbing. She's gonna go on for another fucking 21.5 minutes. Oh, come on. We gotta. Okay, let's fast forward and see what the fuck this thing's about. Can't be that much.
Does not have a label on
she
it.
takes it apart.
I don't see any engraving on that though.
All right.
It's certainly possible this is like a custom power management IC for the Omnivision chip.
Watch you
that
later.
must have been hand
doing work on stuff is Louis Rossman. That guy's.
Oh, Louis Rossman's awesome. I watch this shit all the time.
He does like Apple stuff and right to repair.
Yeah.
That's good wood right there.
Oh, I've been watching him for
I like his bike videos and his like
4 years now. I've been watching his shit. I discovered him when I was living in Mexico.
Oh, right on. I only discovered him like maybe this year or something.
No, it was about 3-4 years ago, and he was kind of just starting to really fill up the shop that he had at the time, and he was starting to get the idea. It was before COVID, before all the other shit. And he's like being picky and choosy, and he's like, "Yeah, I can, if I do this." Nobody saw the fucking world changing overnight the way it did. Well, a lot of us did, but we tried to tell people, but no one would fucking listen. But,
I love watching a fire guy doing a shit job and like the contractors.
Oh yeah, the contractors
built this like bullshit fucking wall.
Yeah,
and it's like.
Everybody will fuck you in that
literally
business.
Have to rip it out and do it again.
Everybody,
charge more money.
Everybody will fuck you in that business. Almost like it's very, 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 very not often that you find quality and like
you get ripped off setting up for all the contractors.
You either get jacked. Sometimes you get what you paid for too.
You twisting your arm and
in a right world,
you have to buy some sort of certificate to involve yourself in doing. You need a license to sell that lemonade, little girl. Let me just throw you in cell block B with Big Bubba, Big Bad Bubba bitch.
I know what you almost said, and this is not 1983, sir.
I did not almost say that.
But hang on. It brings up a very valid point. Is that it's not that you're comfortable saying it. It's that it
Bubba.
Yeah, but the insinuation is close.
Is that the insinuation is racist that Bubba would be in jail?
Yeah, and, nowadays, back in the day, what is it? It was great. We're looking at Cobra Kai, and it was the making of it and all.
Is it racist or is it anti?
Pat Morita was on a comedy tour as the hip nip.
Is it racist or is it anti-cop that I assume that Bubba in jail is black? That's the question. So you're like, there's ways to talk about the situation.
Well, Pat Morita, Miyagi.
We can look at numbers and stats and figure out solutions that are practical. I think.
Can you hear me?
No.
All right.
Yes.
All right. gonna say Pat Morita was a goddamn hip nip on a comedy tour. Like back just before he got
He's messing with you.
just before he got the, before he was a Karate Kid fucking, like Mr. Miyagi, he was the hip nip. Like that was his name. Like he named himself. Like to do a fucking comedy circuit. Like that was just a different time. Like, oh, get a little nippy in here. Like we can't make jokes like that anymore. I mean, it's not.
Because an academic wrote that was a thing.
It's an outrageous thing. What it is, it's outrageousness. It's shock. But now it's like it's like an offensive. It's like, oh, it's so offensive. It's like, you know what? You're boring. That's offensive.
Offensive to like nobody.
Oh yeah,
to, like,
and I'm happy. Like I've never been happier being alone. It's like fuck. Finally, nobody fucking tells me what to do.
Who are using it to try to sow dissent by dismantling.
Well, I can't sew. I got arthritis. I can't sew anything.
Icons.
Oh, so these things here, they're like, wow, I can do a few things, but
Are people playing on BeerTube? Are people playing weeb games? It looks like a weeb game.
Weeb? What's a weeb?
Weeb. People
what's that mean?
Run to the water.
RPGs,
Purple
JRPGs.
pitchforks. Purple pitchforks. No agenda.
We are the purple.
Live run to the water. I wonder what this is going to be. Okay. All right. This will be our
Vivo.
Undiscovered. Is it Vivo? Is it a Vivo?
This is Vivo. It says Vivo.
Oh, I can't read it.
It's probably.
Oh, okay. That's commercial shit. I thought it was somebody else's shit.
No. If it says
just
Vivo,
go to
it's just
Vivo.
they just recorded it. Oh, you know what? I should upload that thing I made, the 80s TV, like as if you're in the 80s and you're watching. I made a thing like that, and it's got like videos in it and everything. I tried to put it on YouTube, but they took it down right away. Actually, they first they said no, you can't have it in America, but we'll allow it in the UK, and then they took it down like another week later from the UK.
I got a horse like a race. I got a horse like a race piss, guys. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Okay. A piss like a racehorse. I probably could show it, but I wouldn't be able. But you wouldn't be able to hear it.
I don't know. We haven't actually tried it yet, so maybe it will work.
I don't have. It's not like out there. I have it in my computer. I have to take it and render it somewhere.
Oh.
So I can put it in BeerTube, like as a video. You know what I mean? And then he can grab it from there. It'll take a second, probably though, because I have videos already up there. But they're those Gematria ones.
Yeah.
Of what's it, Rambo's corner.
Let me find it. I watched it the other night.
What?
I find it. You got to be high to watch it, though.
What? What do you got?
Are you high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I gotta find it first. It's really far down my list of things. Hang on. I know the channel name. I can find it by the channel name. Come on, computer. Sorry. I got mad at this computer because my other computer is way faster, my work computer. But I have to like use this piece of shit to like do stuff off of work because I'm too broke to buy a new computer right now.
For sure.
Let me find the timestamp of what I want to share.
Okay.
All right.
The volume way down.
So Rob, if I took something and put it in BeerTube, like I don't know how long it'd take, but like you'd be able to play it, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, we could. We could watch it upload together. No, but we will play something else. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, upload whatever you want, and then.
I'll try to throw in that 80s thing, and you can check it out. Oh, you know what? I should show you.
Well,
which you probably appreciate.
What I wanted to see here is what we find on here. I was kind of thinking about
Actually, yeah,
through a
I'll
little
put that on
journey
there
of what we
instead.
find. I mean, we could circle jerk and watch our own shit anytime, right? But I just wanted to
That's
kind
true.
of go through some of this stuff here. Oh, that was that's
I'll put that on in the future
that's
then.
that fucking knob. Is it Eve 6 or something? Live, Run to the Water. It's the guy from Live, Run to the Water. Run to the Water. Yeah, that's that fucking.
All they did was they just screen capped the video and then put it on here,
Yeah. No Agenda
which
Tube.
you can't do on YouTube
Yeah,
because
it's called No
of
Agenda
copyright
Tube.
issues.
They put it on No Agenda Tube. It's like, yeah, our agenda is no agenda. Well, oh, this is great. Disney reacts to the Gina Carano backlash. We've seen this a million times in the truth community, but it's even funnier because it's not related.
I'm
to
sure the
anything.
people that are watching didn't see this.
Everyone's seen the Hitler meme by this point. I mean,
No. This is about Disney. No. They've used this scene from a movie. It's a famous movie, but they use this scene cleverly, it's a meme. It's making fun of a particular circumstance. They did that to Jeff C. Actually, it was horribly funny. I mean, it was funny. It was well put together. Like using landmarks and things that had actually happened. I mean, I'm not saying it was funny that he was being fucking tormented, but at the same time, it was well done. I was like, hey, I gotta give a guy, hey, busting balls is a fucking hard thing to do well, It's like, ooh, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, ooh, ouch, All right. Meanwhile, at Disney secret headquarters.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen.
Did you guys hear that? Yeah? Okay.
Und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow. Und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg, Marsdorf, Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Doesn't he know she's got the wrong opinions about things?
No, she's awesome.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Butter.
What a great performance, though,
it is. It really is.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer sind Sie, dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen? Heute ist das also gekommen. Der Militär hat mich belogen. Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS. Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger Träume und Feiglinge.
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verräter, Versager!
Mein Führer, was Sie da sagen, ist ungeheuerlich.
Die Generalität ist das Geschmolz des deutschen Volkes. Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie nennen sich Generale, weil Sie Jahre auf Militärakademien zugebracht haben, nur um zu lernen, wie man Messer und Gabel hält. Jahrelang hat das Militär meine Aktionen nur verhindert. Es bin jeden nur gegen Widerstand in den Weg gelegt. Ich hätte gut daran getan. Und Jahren alle höheren Offiziere registrieren zu lassen, wie Stalin!
Stalin!
Ich war hier von der Akademie. Und doch habe ich allein auf mich gestellt, ganz Europa erobert. Verräter! Von Anfang an bin ich so verraten und betrogen worden. Es wurde ein ungeheurer Verrat geübt am deutschen Volke. Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen. Mit ihrem eigenen Blut werden sie bezahlen.
I feel there's
Sie
already
werden
a sooner
saufen in
version
ihrem
of this
eigenen
that's probably
Blut.
12 seconds long and a million times funnier.
What's that?
4 minutes of like Hitler yelling.
Well, you know what? Okay, I'll tell you that's a rookie move, right? You're right, because like
It's not bad subtitles though. I like that meme. It's very like 10 years old.
The rookie move is trying to fill out the whole script, like the whole. Like,
oh yeah.
If it was a Puritist, like a Puritan that was like oh I want to take the whole shot and script it. Okay, you know what? Fuck off. Nobody has that much time.
Nobody has that much time. Yeah. 4 minutes though. I mean,
but great. No,
I think they would trim it to like 18 seconds, and you could get the same message from it.
You'd have to really hit some good fucking point. I think stylistically, you could get away with about fucking 6 minutes. I think you go 6 minutes, you can fucking deliver all the points and still have a clever.
6 minutes. It's 4 minutes now. You want to make it longer?
Yeah, I just want to make it longer.
I'm talking about money making here. We want to
look what they did to the fucking. Look what they did to the Lord of the Rings sequel there. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. The fucking dragon one. Fucking. Oh God! It's like Peter Jackson's like, fuck it, I'll make it fucking 18 hours. I don't give a fuck.
What, Raya, the Disney one?
No, I'm talking about the fucking the Lord of the Rings. What was the second one? Fucking, Jesus Christ, Smog and the fucking. I thought it was just a fucking Bilbo and the fucking dragon and a bunch of gold, and he fucked off before anything got out of hand. No, it was like. Anyway, there wasn't 6 hours of fucking movie there. I'm just telling you that right now. There wasn't even 6 hours of reading time there. Fucking. To be honest, I'm just saying. Maybe fucking.
Yeah, some of those war movies are fucking long.
I think there's like I think
especially if you do like a marathon, like you're just there like all day.
It's like this black and white movie, and like it's just like them in this trench for like fucking 11 hours.
I think The Hobbit was but what wasn't it like 100? Wasn't it like 100 minutes long? No, not even. Sorry, it was like 70 minutes long or something. Like as a fucking book being read to you.
69 minutes too long.
No, being read to you though. It was like a book that you could read that thing and like so much. I don't know.
Oh, what do you mean read?
Yeah.
I want my videos 20 seconds long, and I want my reading not done by me. Somebody has to read it for me.
Alrighty then.
We're trying to evolve here, people.
Alrighty then.
Can I share a video? Just a short one.
Sure, but as
It's
long
about,
as you got sound, can you share the sound too?
I think
send
so.
them the
Let's
link.
try it.
Yeah, go for it. Share your screen. Share the sound.
Go for it.
It'll come. If I can hear it, they can hear it.
Trying.
Not that they want to hear it. Not that they even want to hear me, to be honest. But
I thought I could double click it. I'm stupid.
I'll stop following my own thing so you can see your shit, and then I'll get mine out of there. Stop.
See that my OBS is like.
I can see his.
Not picking it up. All right.
Boom. There.
Let me know if you hear it. Okay, you hear it?
I hear it in the distance.
Yeah, it's super low.
Fuck.
You just gotta turn. You just gotta turn on the monitor for that line for your.
Oh yeah, I can do that, and then just not say anything. For real. Yeah.
No, you turn them. Just turn the volume up on all those channels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're on Windows. I forgot.
Hey, you said you weren't going to say anything.
I didn't. I was just pointing out that he's on Windows. It's too bad.
Mm-hmm. I know where you're going with that.
You know, guys, it's not going to work though, because it's not going to work because it's going to echo you guys. Because when you talk, you're going to cause my desktop audio to broadcast.
I'm telling you that everything that you're saying is going through one channel. It doesn't matter. It's one channel going out to the stream, and that's everything I hear, they hear. That's it. It's not going to echo because you're not playing it to there. You're playing it to my audio stream. You're not going to double time it unless you're watching the
it's
stream at
not
the same
my
time.
OBS isn't picking up your stream. Okay.
If you watch the stream while you're playing it, then it'll echo and then we'll all hear it. Don't do that. I can hear it a little bit. Might turn you up. No, unfortunately, it only gives me the good option of turning you down. Not up.
We need to do something about that. I want to see his stories turned into anime. I want to watch an animation of Francis E. Declan Esquire sitting on a passenger flight as zombie CIA mafia underlings pump nerve gas in his face from their cigars and cigarettes.
What the hell?
Look at the picture. See the skull, the part of bone removed, the master race Frankenstein radio controls, the brain thoughts broadcasting radio, the eyesight television,
I don't like how that works.
Frankenstein earphone radio, the threshold brainwash radio, the latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls. You are a terrorized member of the master race. Interpretable with 8 and no alphabet, not even numerals. There is no escape from this mad, deadly, worldwide communist gangster computer god secret overall plan using all of the deadly gangster Frankenstein controls. The judges and the police trick, trap, rob, wreck, butcher, and murder the people that keep them terrorized in gangster Frankenstein earphone radio slavery for the communist.
If you're just tuning in and trying to strain to hear what's going on, it does sound like a WWF wrestling match in 1987.
You know, this C-Deck.
Worldwide living death Frankenstein slavery to explore and control the entire universe for the endless stairway to the stars, namely the man-made inside-out planets with nucleonic powered speed much faster than the speed of light.
Jiminy fuck. I just shouted that into the microphone after everyone turned everything up to fucking crank that to hear what's going on.
Manipulates through countless exactly positioned satellites until my undetectable extermination eye.
Such a dick move, bro.
Esquire.
I am a menace to your worldwide mad, deadly, communist gangster computer god. Therefore, I must go to extermination before I am exterminated by this gangster computer god concocted and controlled.
I'm going to paste a link in the chat for anybody interested about Francis E. Deck. He was an outsider writer, according to Wikipedia.
Outsider writer?
Outsider writer, born in 1926.
Not a ghost writer, not a pseudonym, but an outsider writer. Writer or writer? Or writer? Or little
Well,
red?
I don't understand.
Or little red
What
rider riding
What is he
hood?
selling? Seems like he's selling something, but I don't understand what it is.
I think he's mad and he's yelling at somebody because he wants to sell something.
Reminds me of Info Channel.
Yeah.
Which is like a.
This is almost as fun
YouTube,
as dead
like-
air because I can't understand a thing. I can't get the
About
audio.
Francis E. Deck, and it was actually a readout from one of his crazy novels, actually.
Oh.
That's why it's
Oh,
so
okay.
crazy, because it was Francis E. Deck's like mad rants from the 50s and shit. He was like,
And then they just
ranting
put
about
visuals.
a communist computer like taking over like society and like crazy shit. He just like named events like years ahead of the time and stuff.
Huh.
He's another one of those outsider writers that you might want to like look into.
Outsider writers.
Outsider
writers.
So
It's
that's
like a 1980s cartoon. Outsider writers. They ride outside and ride at
And everybody
night.
dismissed him as being a crazy person back in the day, and he was like right about everything.
the crazies usually are.
Yeah, it's funny.
They usually make kids shows.
Look, 4 billion worldwide population, all living at computer god containment policy, brain bank, brain, a real brain in the brain bank cities, the far side of the moon we never see, primarily based on your lifelong Frankenstein radio controls, especially your ear sight.
He kept saying Frankenstein over and over.
Yeah,
again.
recorded by, yeah, he was very schizophrenic, and like he'd write the same things over and over again, and his like, you just sketch crazy novels.
No, there was 18 of them. They were in a chorus. I know what it's like.
But it's like, it's very like stream of consciousness type schizo writing. And that's like the style, but
the
like
stream is something, I'll tell you that.
when a lot of people have studied it, and like because postmodernists will study anything just to try to like draw meaning and stuff, but like they've like tied it to the modern societal events and shit. Just because
I got one of the like.
Started with mini
I
skirts.
kind of write like that.
Crazy people are always great.
My poetry sounds similar.
I used to write weird poetry too. Very random.
What did you think of that poem, Rob, that I put on Blister?
I'd have to read it again. I haven't.
I could read it out.
Go for it. Yeah,
to
go for it. Yeah,
the audience.
Sorry if I sound distant. I just have my face pointed away from the mic as I roll another joint.
All right, it's a little long, but I'll just like.
How long are we talking?
Try to read it fast.
Well,
This
no,
is
don't
what,
read it
Not
fast.
that long. I mean,
No, read it right. Hey,
like
don't rush.
look
Don't,
like.
hey, no, listen. These motherfuckers out there, they waited this long for us, so you know what? They can wait a little longer for you to read it right.
This is what the guy's bucks like look like.
All right, when you're ready, I'll go.
Oh, you can go ahead right away, man. Just start sharing, and they'll be done.
This fucking asshole
I
put
just
his fucking
wanted to
guitar
share
away,
French
and now we're
more,
doing spoken word. He puts his guitar away. Fucking guy.
Well, I'm just gonna read it on my phone.
Yeah, that's
so
cool. That's cool.
You don't have to see anything. Okay, so it's called Unspoken Tones. The great stake of great runes. I'm sorry, let me restart. The stake of great runes got sniped, bleeding out of the storm as the worms got stalked by slithering nothings. If you got the major dance, the sticker is downstairs. All the thorns have pretty bad teeth, sticking out that carefully got thrown against hats in the twilight. The gods of nature leak on the verge of any time we live in. Consider, android, we strive to hunger for the desire underneath the tapestry. Retweet the lies that we tell ourselves to stay in aloft while the season of disasters enforce us. We arrive to tell ourselves that the fall of reality is rolling in. Understand the reference and overcome the knowledge. Become more and begin. The unspoken tones will speak the language of these states that listen through all aspects of society. But it's just not possible because they can make it worse than ever. Together, the maker will inverse chimes against the timeline balloon, seeking if there's anybody in that awful imagery that forced coward witches to awaken data. The calendar tells told about labor, turn-off orientation of marine life, stitching together a kingdom to widen at the end of one point. Never to become an Apollo, search for destiny. So forget the spawned kind of bacteria mania as the elements design natural outcomes. They dominate society under the attempt at democratic rulership to overcome slavery and exchange the craze for walls of turmoil. Mandate tennis for a sucky bonus at America's arena, while the physique of the news colony endure the sunset time. Arise, autism, over the olive tree, while in a cave of lunacy, looking for online topics of sexy hair during a fun Indian city sanctuary rite. We divide the central faculty institute around the structure of creative thought forms. So be beyond freedom and unite, not letting the hive conspire while the drones hide in their coves. Done.
I'm just processing. You know what?
Okay.
I can tell you're born in the 80s or 70s, I should say. 70s, 80s. I could just hear. I can hear the 80s coming out of you. That's all. Like it's like it's kind of a lot like some of the stuff I used to write back then. It's weird. Certain keywords, imagery, and what have you.
Well, it's interesting. The way I wrote it was I did this thing where I speak gibberish into the phone,
Yeah.
and it translates it into words.
Well, it's kind
And
of
then
like
and then I take those words and I move them around to make them make sense
Yeah. Well,
in a poetry form or a poetic form. So
right. It worked
in a
for
sense, it
Eminem.
creates itself. Yeah, in a sense, it creates itself. But I just kind of, I mean, when you go line by line, it's like everything's metaphoric. It's really weird. It's almost like it's a
Yeah.
message of some sort.
But I'm just saying that the metaphors, it just felt to me, I don't know, it reached out to me like from that time era. Like it's almost as if you're speaking from a place, and I just kind of, it kind of, I don't know, I kind of felt that in a sense.
Well, that's cool. Whatever. I mean, it's all interpretive.
But don't worry, your wrinkles don't look nearly as bad as this guy's.
What did you think of it, Freedom Force?
It reminded me a lot of stuff I wrote when I was writing a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
I can
long,
appreciate that.
You know, that kind of flow to it. A little bit of veering out of a continual flow and back into a continual flow. Like it's, I don't know. I don't have the words to really dissect it properly.
That's because Gematria took them all and he put them in that poem.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making
took
gematria
all of
poems
them.
by like picking the same whatever word, all these
We'll
words
use the
equal a
letters
number,
too.
and then put all those words together in a poem. Thinking
Because
about
letters are numbers and numbers are letters and fuck you.
because some of my lists have a whole bunch of words in them. Other ones, not so many. So it just depends on which number I choose to do the poem.
Yeah, I was trying to say last time. I remember we were talking about this when we were getting into gematria, and I was saying, and I never was able to actually get out the statement the way that I wanted to get it out. It really bothered me, so I'm going to try again. Maybe it'll take me another 5 weeks before I can actually get it out. But because like numbers themselves are actually abstract things that we created, obviously. However, we've created them to take the place of things of particular values, which take on constructs and vibrations. And that's the part that I find fascinating, is how an abstract correlation still has a relevant relationship with its has it there. And fuck yeah, I did it. There you go. Fucking right. Anyway, that's all I was trying to say last time, and damn it, had talking over each other like sons of bitches. Forgetting what the fuck we're talking about and what's going on.
Yep.
You do it to yourself. What's
well,
that,
yeah, I
Jason?
agree on that.
I didn't catch that, Jason.
I should just ask you more questions.
Well, you know what they do say. The person that's asking the questions are pretty much the people in power of the conversation. Like, there's a.
Well, it's like what if the people answer a question with a question, then it gets all weird.
No. See, now you're getting it all confused and complicated. All I mean to say is that the person that's speaking isn't always the person that's in control of a conversation or the situation. That person could just be, running a mouth and just, being allowed to do so, so somebody else doesn't have to do it. But I mean,
just kind of like listening to themselves talk.
Well, no, like the best thing you can do if you just want to sit back and
you
do
get that every once in a while.
You just send a word over. You go and hey, people love to talk about themselves. Like the best sales I ever made were the sales that I didn't have to do anything. I let them tell me their problems. Like, oh, really? Ooh,
Being a good listener, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Have you
But
ever
you
been
have to.
in
You
school,
can't just
Robert?
be a good listener. You have to show them that you're listening, though, and you have to use it in the conversation in the right context. And it's hit or miss because you could miss sometimes. Sometimes you could get the wrong idea about what somebody's like. But I lost a pretty big sale one time because I had my head up my ass. Some guy thought he was fucking broke. I took
Are
him
you
over
sure?
to I took him over to a shitty fucking stereo. I said, well, you're just, first year in college. I was pretty damn close, but I didn't realize this rich family sent him to college. He was a bum. Like I was gonna buy a goddamn fucking Harman Kardon fucking setup, but no, not now. I'm out. Like shit. That would have been good commission.
Did you buy a stereo and that was like just a box with bricks in it?
Yeah, they called him Kenwood.
Just a piece of shit. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
that's what
it's
you used to
funny.
do that up at the gas stations, like truck stops and stuff on the 400. The
Oh,
drug
those
used to
guys. Oh
vary,
yeah,
try to
yeah,
sell
yeah.
the brick.
Oh yeah, we due
wanna
to
buy a
what was
VCR,
it?
man?
Was it what is it? A fucking Family Guy fucking line? Was it due to an interstellar shipping issue? We have some overstock. Passing the savings on to you.
Yeah, right.
It was a pretty great fucking.
The savings. Yeah, how about
Well,
this? I don't buy it and then I'll save 100%.
There's a couple of good YouTube channels where they go and they actually buy these things and show you what's in them, and it's just like wow. It's very rare. Sometimes there's a rare gem in there, but it's very few and very very far between. I've only seen one actually where there was something of, I wouldn't say great quality, but there was at least something substantial that wasn't a total ripoff. It's like you paid 10% of the regular price of something that was made out to be 100 or 1,000 times more expensive than it was. But you know what I mean? Like, or intended to be.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you pretty much get what you pay for it. It's like you pay $80 for a fucking box that fell off the truck. You're getting fucking $80 for the box that fell off the truck. That's how it works usually, if that. So, gentlemen, what do you say? Wrap this up. I have no idea what the fuck this was, but it was definitely Truth Hurts DIY number 3, and
It's
yeah,
mostly technical.
Well, we showed
difficulties.
some beer tube stuff.
This is
Yeah.
technical difficulty stream.
So like, definitely check out beer tube if you want to get off YouTube.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too about all of this. Like, I mean, tonight I was.
There's other ones out there as well.
I wasn't even planning on going on. I wasn't even planning on doing this. So like, I have to literally start like hours ahead of time and get ready.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is that after work today, I wasn't planning on doing anything either, but I cleaned my whole fucking apartment and moved everything around, and now I have the green screen setup going again. So,
Well, that's pretty cool because now that
Well, you tested it out and it works
we
pretty
both
well.
did this shit at the same time,
Well,
just
let's-
randomly. And then the funny thing is when I went to message, I wanted to check on you in Discord, and then it just said that you were typing as soon as I looked at it. And then you're like, "Hey, you're coming on the stream later." And I'm like, just like,
there's a reason for that. There's
and
a
then you
reason
said
for that because I opened it just to say, okay, who's there? Take fucking quick fucking heads, like all right, fucking bean count,
that was
and
actually
then
online.
get in, get the
I was
fuck out.
being got. Gotcha.
I gotta drop out. Discord, the app, the desktop app, not the website, but the fucking even the website has got fucking some brass balls in it too. Like it takes your fucking tech, it takes control of your fucking hardware and shit. But it's worse the desktop app. It does some weird shit
because I want to try some of these.
Well,
So
I'm probably gonna be. I don't know. Do you got Grand Theft Auto on PC there?
I'm not running on this piece of shit, but I possibly could run it on the other machine, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't got it on there yet.
Cause I got it on Steam, so I can. I'm probably gonna go to there in about an hour.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not late enough. I might as well just go and stream some more.
Are you gonna go to the casino?
I'm gonna go to the casino and swing. Yeah. Spin the wheel.
Do you play on what kind of server do you play on?
Just a regular GTA 5 server.
You should
GTA
play on one of
Online.
those RP servers where everybody has to like play the characters and shit.
I don't have enough hours in the day to fucking play a role. My role would be an asshole.
don't
I'd
have
be
to do it all the
I would just
time.
be me going in there. I would just be me going in there.
You don't have to do it all the time. You start off as just a normal guy, just walking around.
Yeah, but I'd spend most of my time in jail because they're doing their jobs. I'd be a pain in the ass. I'd be like, oh fuck, it's gonna take me off. Like, fucking,
It's good
that was
content.
fun.
People
That
are
was
clicking
great.
all over that shit
I
right now.
know, but it's not gratifying enough.
It's entertaining though. You can just have really interesting conversations with
That
people.
vagina's just not wet enough for me. Not yet.
Maybe you're the problem and not them.
Well, that's what a lot of vaginas say.
Oh.
But I digress. All right, on that note, this has been Truth Hurts number 3.
Truth Hurts.
And
And
everybody,
goodbye, YouTube. Fuck you.
To everyone, say your fuck yous.
Okay, did he
Oh,
leave?
okay, that was great. That was awesome. Great fuck yous, guys. Okay, that was
I
episode
guess
3. I don't think he's quite used to leaving yet.
I guess not. Well, I wanted to say
you-
thanks for having me as well. And just to let you know, there's a Gematria like rally thing going on tomorrow called Rattle in Seattle. It's in Seattle at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation place. And they're going to be basically talking about Event 201 and all that, letting people know that it was there and that they knew about it. And then, they have different signs and shit. But like, if you're out in the Seattle area and you're into it, join them.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
And that's a wrap. All right, guys. Hey, listen. Don't eat yellow snow. Don't talk to strangers that look weird. And by all means, be good to each other. And well, for now.